Welcome everyone to Constructed Chaos, where we run our live stream D&D campaign every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Today I'm going to start things a little bit different by standing up from my seat so that you guys can see our new merch.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Yeah!
Oh my
Obsidian
God.
wares.
Obsidian wares. Who is selling these obsidian wares?
And an arrow right to the nipple.
Where did you get that?
Right to the nipple, a dagger to the heart, and an arrow to the nipple.
If you guys are interested in picking up some new threads and you want to represent the amazing Forge Masters in Hrafheim, check out the link just below the stream to all of our merch. This is one of the new shirts we have up, and it fits really nice. It's comfy. I like it.
Very nice.
You know what else I like? I like Anthony Pace coming in and gifting 5 memberships right at the start of stream.
Thank you,
man. The hype train is activated. It's chugging along. Can't stop it. Can't stop the hype train. Speaking of hype, we do have our sponsor, Tabletop Beard, with the Druid Oil. I don't remember the last time that I showed off the Druid Oil. Might have not been that long ago, but man, I just like it so much, and also it kind of plays into our session tonight. So if you guys are interested in smelling like a druid, which is forest and wildberry, pick some of this stuff up. It'll help your beard stay fresh, and I've even heard that there are trace amounts of animal pheromones in these, so it'll give you advantage on all your animal handling checks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They like that, because our hype train is going off.
Chat also likes animal pheromones, apparently. Dravian, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And Dutton, thank you so much. I'm sorry Bingo got rained out, man, but I'm so glad that you're here. Really appreciate the generosity, everyone. Thank you so much. And if you're a bearded friend, do check out Tabletop Beard. They are giving 20% off with code CHAOS20 at their website. Link is in the description. And Darkeport, our friends, just started up their main campaign again. They ran an amazing session last night where their players finally got to rest after what feels like, maybe 10 sessions of not resting. So if you're interested in a really gritty, real campaign, check out their D&D live streams. Their link is also in the description. And I think it's time for us to go ahead and start our own live stream.
Time to roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yes, it is. Time to roll.
Time to roll.
Your airship battles through the raging thunderstorm above Zashatan's dense jungles as the vessel shudders with each gust of wind and peal of thunder. Flora stands resolute at the bow, her gaze unwavering against the tumultuous skies and rain streaming down her face as she steels her nerves. A flash of lightning illuminates the churning canopy below, casting fleeting but stark shadows into the soured underbrush. The rest of you grip the railings, minds filled with dark imaginings of what awaits in Torvosa, of the looming confrontation with Thralland, and the untold misdeeds wrought by the Ashen. Silently, you brace against the storm, within and without.
Welcome back.
Hey, it's all
everyone.
of us.
Hello. It is all of us. Now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin the 4 of you on board the Copper Griffin as you sail north through the skies, the stormy skies, towards Torvosa. Now, when we ended our last session, I forgot that we are adopting a new homebrew rule, wherein if you drop in combat and go unconscious, you take on a level of exhaustion, even if you're out for just a second. Now, we're not going to redo anything because I don't think the outcome would have been different there. But Valoth, I am going to have you remake your survival check to see how well you can navigate this storm with disadvantage.
I use my reaction to roll my eyes.
You can silvery barb your own thing.
I have no spells, so.
Oh, well, no, you can't.
And if you silvery barbs, you have to take the lowest of So you're imposing disadvantage. And I do add my boat stuff to this, right?
Yep. Your boat stuff.
14.
Okay. As you pilot the ship, you are held awake by the stinging rain pelting your face. The flashes of lightning make it hard for you to drift off, but even so, you are so badly beaten and bruised that you every so often begin to drift and catch yourself. But you do catch yourself, and you continue to pilot the ship aptly, heading due north, as was the plan. Now, as you continue your travels, is there anything that you four would like to be doing over the next couple of days?
Sleep.
Oh, we are days away from.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
few days.
Oh, okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
After like day 1, I want to inspect the ship to see if the weather, and like, I'm assuming it's chilly because it's cloudy and rainy.
Okay.
If the ship seems like it might not be overheating as much.
Okay.
Oh Lord, here we go.
How are you inspecting that? Are you going and looking at the engine? Are you trying to see how it handles?
Yeah, I want to look at the engine, and then maybe on the second day, like we generally know.
I'm also probably in the engine room if you want to collab.
Right off the bat,
Is that a
natural
nat
20
20?
from
20?
Dravian? Holy cow!
I can't see that far.
Need that.
Dravian, thanks for the nat 20. With all this exhaustion, they might need it.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, like I might like look at it at first and then be like, I really don't know what I'm looking for, and kind of like go to Drazad and be like, do you think things I just said?
You think the ship is not overheating as much
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of the
No, yeah,
cold
yeah.
weather and rain?
Oh, I do think it's not
Oh, no.
overheating as
Do
much.
He's asking you if you do.
Oh,
Alex interpreted for me.
Yeah.
no, it's definitely not the overheating as much.
I will have you make an investigation check with advantage because Valoth is there helping you.
Roll again. You
Can
just
I
roll
just keep
one.
that
Yeah.
dice that I just rolled?
I'm fine with that.
An 18. And a 12. Okay.
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 You said investigation,
What
my
would you have
bad.
done if you rolled a nat 20?
I did.
Yeah, Drazad's one of the only ones that didn't drop, so
20.
he does not have disadvantage. So with your 20, you can tell that the engine is not... You would have to be in some pretty frigid temperatures for the drop in temperature to affect whether it's
Yeah.
overheating or not, especially because the engine itself is below deck. It's shielded from the rains.
Yeah.
But you just think about the possibility that, maybe
We could
You
liquid
could-
cool this thing.
you could
Yes,
try it.
I was thinking the same thing. If we build a cage and get an ice elemental and trap it in there,
I've got ice knife. I can just start throwing ice knives at it.
but that'll,
Ice
do,
knife
that'll do
explodes.
damage. Yeah, that'll do damage.
I was thinking we could do
Next
like,
to it. So that-
Wait. Correct me if I'm remembering improperly.
Okay.
The heat is what's causing the replaced parts to be damaged, correct?
Yes.
So the heat is the issue.
Yes, and
yeah.
it's being
Oh, yeah.
generated off of channeling magic.
Yeah, no, never mind. You're good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What is it?
I got an
What are
idea,
you?
too.
What are you?
No, a spell read differently than I was anticipating.
Oh,
you
okay.
reading.
Yeah,
Protection
but-
from energy. It specifies fire. I was like, damn.
Oh, dang it.
I do have an idea. We could. I don't know.
No, it's definitely not really cooling down. I mean, we are surrounded by wood.
Yes. My only thought is just we're going to be going into a hostile environment, and should we need to dash when we're there, I would maybe want a little bit extra oomph. Well, to security to know that the engine's not going to give out, because I'm pretty sure we'll be getting there like at the end of our range.
Yeah. So you are second guessing Drazad's mechanic work.
Hey!
No.
I am just kidding, Bella. It's okay.
Okay.
So then, do you anticipate that we should maybe stop in the woods before we go? We could take another rest. It is going to be a couple days before we get there.
If we can't make it there and it's length, then yes, but I think Flora would not want to stop If we are going to have the help of our dragon friend, we would want to get there at the same time as it, and it did not look like it was going to stop either.
Yeah, no, I don't think that the little girl's going.
I also told the dragon through Drazad that we were coming.
What are we gaining on the dragon?
I'll have you make a survival check to determine that. The
I-
relative speed of the dragon versus the speed of the ship.
And well, I guess did we see it at all or no?
You saw it fly away.
Did we catch up to it and see it?
You can't see it. No.
Okay, gotcha.
I can tell
I
you
don't
that.
have.
Gotta roll a
Now,
disadvantage.
now I have to do math.
and at disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
It is
You're exhausted.
exhausted.
I was gonna say I'm not exhausted, so I can help fly the ship, and I kind of know where we are, right? Because
Yeah,
I
go
grew
for it.
up here.
No.
So.
Yeah, that's fair.
A bit of a lay of the land.
I have a +7 to flying ship.
I start
that's the
drawing
only
on the
reason,
ship
but I have disadvantage to go for
and
it.
does this very complex, like, mathematical equation, and the answer just makes absolutely no sense.
You forget what you're
Right.
doing halfway through, and
Yeah.
then you're like, so we need 15 cup holders?
Yeah.
You hear from the engine room. Absolutely not. I am not installing 15. There's 4 of us, 5 at any given point at the most.
You did see the dragon fly off, and you at the very least know that it was flying as fast as it could, which is very fast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I haven't
there-
calculated the speed of our ship yet.
Is there anything
Isn't it
anyone
walking
else
speed?
is doing?
I don't think so.
I want to. I'm coming up with this literally on the fly, so
Sure.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you like before the session.
That's fine.
I
I want
Tell me
to jump
before
off
the
the bow
session.
of the ship.
I'm gonna
Swan dive.
yeah. No.
And she wall jumps
Got it.
into a swan when she dives.
Okay. I want to try to like sit at the front where I'm at. I'm probably not gonna interact much with them. If I see you're flying the ship okay, I may not help. Now if we start like nosediving, I'll go help. But
Sure.
as of now,
We'll have to take shifts when we sleep. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try to like almost like meditate and try to possibly like access the dreams that I was
Okay.
having and see if I could chat with Matavi
Okay.
or my mom, but I haven't had a dream about her yet.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to get information on is how I would take the form. Is it the Ionok?
The Ionok. Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get information on.
That
Okay.
sounds dope.
Make it's not really religion, but I'm gonna say make a religion check, unless you're trying to access memories, which is a little different. Then I would have you do a history check. But it sounds like you're trying to like
I would not be
recommune.
accessing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it would be memories. Religion?
Mhm.
I'm not good at those. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I'm gonna take a D8 that we have in chat for a 21.
Nice. Okay. As you sit on the top of the deck, finally closing your eyes after staring outwards into the storm, into the decrepit foliage full of rot beneath you, you take a break and close your eyes, allowing the rain droplets to almost become a sensory static for you, drifting into the inner depths of your mind, your heart, and starting to tap into some of the innate nature magic that you channel so well as a druid. You reach out for anything pertaining to the Ionok. And you don't hear a voice from your mother. But something does resurface. Something that you've either avoided thinking about or had just put out of your mind for the sake of your own comfort. flashes of that day. Your father holding the door against people on the other side of it, attempting to break in, swinging the door wide at the last moment for them to stumble past you and your mother as you are carried out. In one moment, you're in her arms, a flash coinciding with the storm around you. You're being pushed away, and now you do hear her voice. You hear, "Run!" Even now, that word has a hold on you. Not just because it comes from your late mother, Biara. Not just because of what's happening in this vision. But because there is a magic tied to the word. You are being magically compelled to run away. And you do. But nothing says that you can't glance back. In an image so vivid that you're impressed that you'd forgotten it or been able to lock it away. You turn to see your mother holding back her aggressor, your Uncle Thralland. And somehow you know it's her, even though it doesn't look like her. She holds the form of a wolf, but a little different. This creature appears more close to the Vinda that you'd felled in your hunt than anything else. A lithe, deer-like creature with vegetation growing off of its back, its spotted coat, with branch-like horns that twist outwards, and a long, flowing tail of thread-like hairs. She holds Thralland back with her antlers, and he breaks loose, begins charging for you. You see him gaining ground, but suddenly those hairs wrap around him and tie him down. As he scrambles, attempting to catch you, you get away. When you open your eyes, a tear mixes in with the rain, but you know that this delve into your dreams was not for nothing. For you now realize that the Ayanook takes a different shape for every master of dreams. Always a wolf, but always a little different.
Cool.
Yep.
Ask for your wolf to have wings.
What's
Grim, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Good to see you in chat, man. I'm stoked that you're here with us, and your generosity is it knows no bounds. It never goes unnoticed. I'll make sure to add your chaos points so you can help out here. Although Dravian has already come in hot with a nat 20.
You gotta catch up, Grim.
Oh yeah.
the Ayanook? Can y'all refresh me on what that is?
It's known as the Wolf of Dreams, and you would have heard this much from your time with Matavi.
Wasn't that the fox that led us through?
What does the fox
Unconfirmed.
say?
Okay.
No, from
That
what
was just a spirit that was in the Ethereal realm,
I
right?
consider that.
Your character would remember that it was a fellow druid that Flora knew well from her time in the Feywild. But make an insight check for me.
Okay.
From what I remember,
Disadvantage.
what we did learn originally
Reminding.
of the Ayanook.
Wait till tomorrow to ask all your
Aha!
questions.
Insight?
Yes.
Wasn't it like a special form that only Flora's family can take? And Thralland was mad because he couldn't
13.
take it? Yeah. Okay.
With your 13, you definitely are able to divine that this creature matches the description you've gotten of the Ayanook, although you've never really seen one, so it's hard to know exactly. All you know is that you've never seen a creature like Arvander, who is the wolf that you met in the ethereal plane. And so you might put together, it could be that he is an Ayanook or the Ayanook.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was a thing or a person or both.
Kind of both.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
And again, coming from your time with Matavi, you would have known that this is sort of an heirloom form that is passed down from Chief of Zashetan to Chief of Zashetan to represent that they are guardians of the forest, of nature, of Zashetan, of the realm of dreams.
And does your uncle hold that power?
He has like a convoluted version
Like he-
of it.
Wasn't like an evil.
It's
version.
granted to him, but like they don't want to grant it to him
I
type
think
of
he
thing?
has like
Yeah.
dabbled in some dark magic.
To kind of assume it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He turns into Nurgle.
Yeah. He is.
We
Nurgle!
are on the hunt for Lord Voldemort.
The Grandilos.
So, as you come to this realization, Flora, and you recenter yourself, is there anything else that you'd like to do? And is there anything any of you would like to do?
Sleep.
Okay.
I'll take like the first drive of the ship, while they all sleep, and I want to try to like, not necessarily practice changing into the Ayanook,
Okay.
but I want to like be absently minded, maybe kind of meditating on that while I'm driving the ship.
Okay. And are you focusing on like the physical change? What are you imagining this to look like?
So, like, I'm imagining it to look almost like a small version of a wolf
Okay.
that would be kind of sneak, like a little panther,
Okay.
and have like long, almost like nine tails, but they would be like branches and vines.
Ooh.
Nice.
Period.
Okay. As you sort of envision this, you feel your joints begin to loosen, like you might be ready to try.
Okay.
At this point, I know you're out of wild shapes.
Yeah, I think I am actually.
You don't know
I
anything.
don't think I'm gonna. He looks at our character sheets.
No, I know.
before
I'm
this.
just trying to mess.
I just remembered you couldn't wild
Yeah.
shape in the last fight.
Yeah, no, I used them all, and I'm not trying to change it. I'm just trying to like, I guess, tap into nature and of like what I would think
Right.
to expect from my Ayanook if I can do it.
What's that?
Okay.
There's like a type of training that you do that's like just in your mind.
Yeah, it's
Penetrate your mind.
it's not that.
No.
Shoot, I'm drawing
Occlumency?
I'm drawing a blank on it too. It's like shadow boxing, I think.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a nature check for
Okay.
me to see how well you can envision this animal
Good at
that is
those.
not
Harry
something you've
Potter.
seen. I don't know how you
Influence in
did
that.
that.
Please don't try to kill Mabel.
It is a good roll.
Okay, you can take it if you
I'm
want.
stuck to a chair. It's an 18.
An 18.
An 18.
Okay.
Plus all my nature, which should be higher than this.
Did you add your feet, remember? You keep forgetting to do that, huh?
No, I did.
Okay. You should have proficiency in it, right?
Yeah, but I don't have a bonus to it. To just have proficiency.
Yeah, that's normal.
So 18 plus 3.
21.
Wait a minute.
With your
21.
21, you're able to envision a wolf that is the sum of its parts. A creature that is more a Mod Podge of other creatures than anything. You sort of blur the lines. You imagine how the tufts of fur might descend into its four-legged stance. How the pads on its feet might allow it to move more swiftly and more silently than other breeds. From a purely scientific standpoint, you feel like you've got a read on what this animal would look like.
Cool.
Okay. So,
Heck yeah.
if that is everything, Everyone can go ahead and hit the long rest button.
Woo! We
I'm
gain
not-
a level. Middle of session.
No.
No.
I am going to go ahead and jump past some of the semantics of flying the ship, as we often do.
And 1 level of exhaustion gets recovered per long
Per
rest.
long
Yes.
So you'll recover yours,
I
but
stopped-
you'll
I
still
stopped
have one
one.
more.
If there's nothing else you guys want to do, you can go ahead and long rest twice.
Oh, I genuinely for a second was like, why did my HP just drop 10 points? I forgot about the 10.
Oh. Better portents the second time. I got a 3 and a 7 last time.
Spells.
I got a 9 and a 17.
And as you complete your long rest, those of you that are below the dock on the morning of the second day of travel, you step up above and are greeted with humid air, moisture hanging. But the rain is gone. And sun now shines through the clouds in a way that warms you to your core. Makes you feel a bit better about the events to come. And no sooner than you accept this, that you feel that bit of hope creep into your heart, do you see on the horizon a number of stone structures protruding from the tree canopies, tall, high above the surface of the forest below. You can only imagine that ahead of you lie Torvosa. Valoth, I would imagine you're piloting now.
Sure.
What would you like to do?
So we're above Torvosa now.
We're coming up on it. Huh?
You're coming up on it. It's on the horizon. You can see it.
What's the cloud cover looking like?
The rain has just dried up. It's not a cloudless sky, and it is quite misty. If you're looking for a way to approach and land sneakily, you feel you may be able to do that, especially if you aid it with your Skywrite trick.
I definitely will. It's a ritual spell. Why would I not?
I will have you make a stealth check, straight roll, again, because hiding a massive ship would normally be a
That's
disadvantage.
fair. Do I forget? Do I have my ship stuff to this? I ask every time.
Yes.
Because okay.
Anything to do with the ship, you can add it.
Do I take something from the chat?
I'm now envisioning a combat where Valoth just runs onto the ship every time he needs to cast a spell.
Too high.
Is there
I'm gonna take an
dragon?
11 from the chat for a 19.
Okay.
Is there a dragon flying around laying waste to this place or what?
Make a perception check. As Valoth begins to guide the ship, you see some of the clouds begin to obscure your vision, but you get a good glimpse at Torvosa ahead before he does.
Okay. It's 18.
Okay. With your 18, you're pretty sure if there's a dragon here, they're not in the sky. You don't see them. What you do see a little further into Torvosa, and specifically around the bay that it sits next to, are basically two halves of a massive hull of an old ship. Looks to have been split in half, and it sort of frames up on either side of the bay. Even in all your travels, your time in Eretheos, and your sailing adventure to Nyvera, you've not seen a ship of this size. It's astounding. Definitely grabs your attention before the clouds obscure your vision, and eventually the tree canopy beyond that continues to obscure. And Valoth, you set the ship down gently, as you now are just about an hour south of Torvosa proper. What are we doing?
Gearing up. We taking any turts with us?
Yeah, I think we.
We probably should. Drazad's praying right now on the deck. I'm preparing
Question.
spells.
When we finish a long rest, is when your spells refresh. Can you technically cast a spell before you get those back?
You can cast it before you long rest. That's what you
At
mean.
the end of your long rest.
Like
No.
Before the
Gotcha.
Because
Yeah.
long resting is no strenuous activity. Casting a spell would be considered that.
Gotcha. You just
Basically, you can. It says in the rules you can light
Yeah.
read. You can keep watch.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
your alarm goes off and you,
Yeah.
as you like go to peek open an eye, you're like,
In response, I cast the spell.
In response.
If it's a reaction speed.
Then I will.
Are you guys geared up?
Yeah, as
sorry,
we're just the last thing we do on the way out, I'm going to cast 8 again on everybody and increase everybody's hit point maximum to 10.
Yeah. A little different than temp HP, but we like that.
Yes, we said it right this time. Yeah, exactly.
So we're going
Temporary
up 10.
tip points.
Hit points, that's right. Yeah, raise your max by 10.
Okay. Got it.
You just put 10 there.
Does it also heal us up?
Yeah.
Override max.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you
you would've
override the
been at
max, you
max.
type in the number plus 10.
Yeah.
If you do the left one, then you just type 10.
That's what I'm doing. Great.
D&D Beyond for everyone
What's
else.
giving me resistance to lightning?
The rock.
The iron, the
rock.
stone that
the rock that Zumi gave you.
Zumi gave you.
Thank you.
And we determined that it would work for,
I think
at
that's
least a
like-
few days.
Uh-huh. Quick question.
And maybe that's why you felt so good about being on the front of the ship with all the lightning around you. You all are geared up now that we've kind of set our things straight.
Yeah. Who's got what turret?
I'll take the Goodberry turret.
What does the moonlight one do?
Stealth.
Stealth, you got to tune to him though, right?
Yeah, but
which
we've
we
been
could
on
have.
it
You
for
could have said
2
that.
days,
We
like-
Yeah.
you did.
Well, no, I don't have any more attunes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the other problem.
Me either.
Oh. I guess I'll be stealthy then.
Don't you have disadvantage on stealth? That'll help you.
No, not anymore.
Oh, slay!
I have that mithril armor I traded for.
So,
Bougie.
now that everyone has what they need,
Yes.
And you have everything that
yeah,
you need.
I imagine you guys are disembarking from the ship at this point. What's the plan? Where are you guys headed? What are you doing?
I
I
am-
defer to
That's
Flora.
Flora, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going. Are we south of Torvosa or north?
You're south.
South. So we wouldn't be in the Jaraku Forest yet.
No.
Okay, so, but I imagine I'm at least familiar with this area.
Make a nature check.
Okay.
While she's coming
Or
up with
history, you
while she's
pick.
coming up with a plan and everything, I'd like to do my best to like hide the ship more, like
Okay.
put some branches around it and whatnot, and try to just. I know it's big, but just like do my best to like put some more greenery so it's not like covering as much of the metal bits on the outside as I can, so it doesn't like catch your eye from a distance.
How are you cutting down the branches to mask the ship and
It has a dagger.
I have
Okay.
a dagger.
if you want you can make some attack rolls looking for slimmer branches.
I've also got mage hand. I can pluck some branches.
You know what? I would say
Hang on a
between
second.
mage hand and your dagger, you don't really need to like roll for anything, but getting
Yeah.
those. But I will have you make a survival check. You're not going to add your
no ship stuff,
to
but I'm
those.
doing stuff to the. No,
I
no.
know. Yeah. Want to see how well you hide it.
Hey, first time I've rolled above a 10. That is 23.
Okay. When you mask the ship, you can tell what it is just from looking at it because you're the one who hit it. But if you were approaching from the thick of the forest, you wouldn't be able to see it. You feel confident in the job that you've done.
Cool. Just having flashbacks to Zealous whenever we came back and there were a bunch of people on the ship.
Yeah. Ripping it to shreds.
What are you talking about? I remember that.
What did you roll, Flora?
Dirty twine.
30-20. This area does feel familiar to you. And you can't place exactly where you are because it's been so long. But you definitely know the way to Torvosa from here.
Okay. Then I would be headed to. Now, this is a very like
Flora thing?
tribal area and a very flora thing. But like I would know that it's not going to be like it'll be like a city, but it's not going to be like a giant built up city is what I'm imagining.
So what you would remember from your time here as a child
Okay.
is that the city itself is very large, but it's more of a community hub.
Yes.
A lot of the people that live in Torvosa live in the surrounding forests,
Yeah,
in
so-
smaller hovels.
I like don't imagine that I'm going to be able to just like stroll up into the middle. So I'm going to take like kind of like a roundabout way to get to like where I know Thrallin would be without just like marching up the front steps. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does. Okay. Are you going sort of around towards the water side? Or are you going inland?
Inland.
Okay. And I imagine you're leading the group then.
Yeah.
Okay. Make one more survival check for me. Do it at advantage, considering, your memory here. 2 bad rolls?
Okay, a 9 and then a natural 1.
Okay.
So what am I doing? Nature?
Survival.
Okay. I'm going to take a 13 out of the chat for a 21.
Thank you, chat. You're supporting us.
Chat.
It's happening. You're helping. I feel it. I feel the love.
Yeah.
Flora, as you lead your friends through the forest south of Torvosa, the rest of your companions struggle to some degree while you maneuver through the dense underbrush with ease. Some sense of familiarity returns to your movements as you continue forward, but it's even more than that. You glide as if these steps are known to you. The area itself seems to compel a muscle memory you didn't know you had, when it suddenly becomes clear. Covered in a dense overgrowth ahead of you lay the ruins of a modest homestead on the outskirts of Torvosa. The fragile outline of blackened stone walls and ashes turned to fertile soil reveals a sight that halts your nimble movements. This, for you, was home once. And it looks just like it did in the dream that you had a couple of days ago.
Where it was like destroyed, or no, when I was hunting?
Well, in the attack. When it was destroyed, yes.
Maybe I don't remember that dream.
At the start of the session, whenever you were, reaching out.
Oh, okay. I forgot I was attacked in that dream.
The most recent one.
Like 10 minutes ago. Here you are at your old home. What would you like to do?
So we're in the city proper, or we're still kind of like on the
Well, the
suburbs?
outskirts are kind of the city. So
You wouldn't probably know this as Valoth, but Flora, as I mentioned a second ago, basically a lot of the people that are in Torvosa live in the forest surrounding. They don't live in the city.
Yeah.
It's more of a communal meeting place in the middle, is what Torvosa is.
Yes. So
should we be sneaking through here?
How
we
busy is it?
This is
And then
this is really the only house that you can see.
Okay.
A lot of the homes here are, in the forest, densely covered enough that they almost are their own homestead.
So as I assume you mean like this was like where my house was.
This is your house.
Okay.
These are the ruins of it.
Yeah, that's like, so I'm purposely not answering you, and I'm just gonna like walk up to what I remember to be my house, and I'm just gonna kind of like sit, and Flora is like no thoughts, just vibes right now, but not good ones.
As you sit and mull over the years that have passed, the fact that this place, although it is overgrown, it seems locked in time for you. There are parts that haven't changed since that day. As you stare through a massive hole in the back of the home from where some of the stone has crumbled down to the ground, you can see clear through to where the front door should be. You can see that what's left of the wood that made it up is on the ground, nearly rotted away, loosed from the wooden hinges on the wall from where those terrible men broke in.
Flora is going to, for all intents and purposes, rage and I'm just gonna start like destroying what's left, and then I want to try to shape into the Ionut.
Okay. Make a...
I also,
What would
y'all
this
might be freaking out. I know that Flora grew up on the outskirts of town, so like we're not. It shouldn't be that densely populated.
It isn't.
I'll draw.
You haven't seen
attention.
anyone else here.
Like I might draw some attention, but
You continue to pelt the walls, and to your surprise, the stone that's left crumbles without much aid from you. As you press your might against it, pieces clatter onto the floor, stones roll into the grass just beyond that is pushed up through some of the ashen debris. And you force yourself to transform into the Ionuk that you imagine. I need you to make a nature check for me, but I need you to do it at disadvantage.
Because you be angry.
it's a 13.
You do indeed transform into a wolf. Your companions see that rage carried into a wolf-like snarl as your teeth bare, your hair stands up on end, and as you inspect your form, you are nothing more than a dire wolf, a shape you may have taken a time or two. The rage seems to have carried through to your innermost animalistic instincts. But in your wolf form,
Would that count as a wild shape?
it would.
Yeah, I figured.
In your wolf form, you feel your senses are a bit heightened, and as you bring yourself to look upon this obelisk of torment, this terrible memory that you just can't seem to get rid of, can't seem to shake, you spy something you haven't seen in all your time here. Some of the debris,
Like all my time as a kid, or all my time.
since coming back,
Okay.
some of the debris is stacked in such a way that would indicate a message left in Druidic, a language that you speak.
That none of us do.
It is just shy of
That you know
a
of.
main wall in the house, one of the only walls that is fully survived. And the symbol left appears to just indicate fire with an arrow pointing upwards towards the wall.
Towards the nipple.
Can you describe that again?
There's some debris on the ground within the structure, within the house.
It's like stacked.
It's stacked in a weird way that you know would indicate in Druidic fire up.
Okay.
And
Oh,
it sort of points towards the wall itself.
Shoot him.
No fire.
Some of us do.
Mm-hmm. But I have a wall of fire.
Whoa!
Now, wait, let's do the math. Can you make the wall?
I didn't ask how big the wall was.
I said I cast.
That's right.
I want
Fireball.
to like make things flavorful, but I think I'm just gonna. I can't even talk to y'all in wolf form, can I?
You can revert if you want to.
I mean, if you just like point
Yeah,
at it, I can
I'll-
comprehend languages.
Yeah, you can
and
also like.
we could figure it out.
I'll revert because not much else for me to do in this.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask one of you to like shoot fire at. This feels like a Nancy Drew game. Just shoot fire at the wall.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Okay.
Bang bang.
You launch your firebolt at the wall, almost a bit perplexed as to why Flora is asking you to do this. Because, again, Druidic is not necessarily a language. It's more of a
Pattern.
pattern
Yeah.
of symbols. So it's not something you'd pick up from comprehend languages anyway.
Gotcha. I do it without
same.
hesitation after seeing all the. I'm just like, oh god, sure. Yeah. Whatever you say, man.
Going through something.
As the bolt strikes the blackened wall that has been tormented by fire enough, you imagine,
I hope this is what I was supposed to do.
the fire skids across the blackened ash and soot, and in places it removes some of that black. You realize that parts of the wall have been scratched away to the stone beneath. This one firebolt reveals, beyond a setting, what you can only assume is the start of some phrase in common.
Beyond a setting?
Does it look
There
like
is-
it goes more?
It does look like it would
Bang,
go
bang,
more.
bang, bang, bang.
You can continue to punch it out.
I thought it was like, I was
See,
imagining
wall
like...
of fire would have been appropriate.
He's trying to give me music.
Use a wild shave, use a
yeah.
4 level spell.
wall of fire. I was trying to figure out if it was like peeled away plaster, so I was only getting part of it, or if it was still covered up.
It's still covered up. And as the message is finally revealed, you bring your hands up to the wall and trace it out across your fingertips. Some of the words etched in far enough that you can feel just by touching it. Beyond a setting summer sun, the blissful fall of eve, the thrall of winter nights, the bloom of spring will rise.
Can you text me that?
Yep, sure can.
Thanks.
But what does it mean?
Cryptic.
What does it? How old does the message look like?
Yeah, what will rise?
Does it look like it was here when the place like burned down, or is there like any signs of like this is
I would say
fresher?
without a history check, you feel as though this would have been at least done after the fire. If you want anything more accurate than that, you'd have to roll a history check.
You just out loud here, Drazad. Flora, I think it is talking about you.
It's a 21.
Okay. So with
Me?
your 21, you can tell that
Oh,
this
it
would
is
have been
definitely
done within a couple of months.
From now? Or since the
Months
fire?
ago,
Oh,
yeah.
months ago, okay.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
I'm
Hard
going to say you
say.
wouldn't because it's
Okay.
like it's chiseled in.
Yeah. Full ice pick.
Okay. Hmm.
But it certainly looks as though it was meant to be hidden except by people that would be looking for the right things.
Flora, do you know any other people that would be alive and also not associated with your uncle trying to kill you?
When did Matavi leave?
Just before we met him.
I mean, would the timeline kind of match up?
Oh, with the age
Or
of the
like
riding.
his wife. Or if he, like, I don't know if he has a partner.
So, and that's something Flora wouldn't even know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I will say, again, you rolled really well on your history check. This would have been carved in after Matavi left, which would have been
Okay.
yeah.
Yes, I think this is
Yeah.
too recent for Matavi.
Well, then, yeah, apparently there's someone, but I don't know them. I don't know if Matavi had a family or a partner,
Well, and he was like excommunicated essentially, but that doesn't mean.
only by Thrall.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
There might be others that are sympathetic to the. I mean, we met a bunch of them back down
Yeah.
there.
There was a resistance at the smaller town. It could be one here.
I don't know if they know it's about me. I don't think many people know of me.
Well, that is understandable. That is just a quick observation. It's just, it's kind of, the saying, it's, the thrall of winter night. It's,
I mean, maybe it is about me, but
We
maybe
might
when they were writing it, they didn't really know what it was about.
we might
Yeah.
expect some help
Hmm.
when we get to Thrallin.
So what is everyone doing?
So I think I'll probably spend a little time like in the ruins of my family home and sit with them and explain to them this is the home where Thrallin took my family. This is the home where I fled from, and then maybe draw out like a map of what I remember
Yeah.
and like where I would think Thrallin would be.
Especially after your meditation on board the ship, this memory is fresher than it has been in a long time for you. And you can almost trace the steps you took. You were woken by your mother late in the evening. You were cuddled up with little Nokshu.
That was my bear cub that I adopted as my healing spirit.
Oh.
His name is Nokshu.
Oh.
That was in my dream at the end of the last session.
You remember you started to protest, like you didn't want to wake up, but when you opened your eyes fully, you saw your mother with a finger over her lips. She guided you into the main room, where you see Vitoris holds up a hand as your mother stops. Suddenly, he approaches the door, and the banging begins. Breaking the silence, the door crashes open as dark figures wielding weapons lunge in. As Vitoris quickly guides a short sword to parry a blow and brings a dagger into the side of one of the men. His voice rings loud in your ears now. Go!
That's my dad, by the way.
Biara
If y'all knew what his name was.
slips past them with you and Nokshu in tow when another individual closes on the three of you. No. This is where that memory picks up as you're on the ground and you hear, "Run!" And you ran, as you were told. Looking back only to see your mother fighting off Thrallin and Nokshu biting at his heels. From there, you wish the vision grew hazy. But in truth, you remember every step that you took through the forest. You must have run for days to get as far as you did. But through the tears that you were shedding, you couldn't stop. You just kept going as the branches whipped past. That's how it all happened.
So then I imagine with that, I'll remember where I would want to go currently to get to where Thrallin should be.
Okay. You at least know how to get to Torvosa proper.
Okay.
And continuing that trek, if you would like to, we can see where you end up.
Okay.
I guess your uncle has like men here. I'm guessing a similar situation.
I assume he has men in the city proper, but I don't know.
I imagine he would if this is his stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Exhaustion.
As your detect magic goes off, you look around the home, which is mostly rubble, and I imagine you did it to be thorough, but your suspicions are confirmed, and there's not much.
No, my suspicions was we haven't been scryed on in a while, and I, as Sam, know he hasn't made a wisdom save.
Yes.
but Just
You
making
don't-
sure that they don't know we're coming.
You don't see anything.
How bad do you consider disadvantage on ability checks?
What?
How bad do you consider disadvantage on ability checks?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Bad. Why?
No, I'm just asking.
Because he can use a
We can
bead
keep
on you.
walking.
What time of day is it again?
Well, he doesn't have disadvantage anymore.
Yeah, I'm good on all my.
He's good.
Oh, you
exhaustion.
took 2 rests.
I took
Oh,
two
we
rests.
took
Yeah.
2. That's right.
I thought you were threatening me. I was like,
Yeah.
is that Prasad? Do I see illusion magic coming from him?
No. It's actually not Drazad. It's
It's
3 kobolds and a
Luciana.
Trish. The one in the middle's doing this.
I knew it.
I was like, this isn't the murder mystery.
What were you saying?
What time of day is it?
It's not quite midday.
Okay.
Late morning at
Okay.
this point.
Okay.
Then I would be like, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I'm letting y'all know that like once we get there, like
It's on.
we fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting on sight. So
Drazat is ready.
okay.
I'm following you at this point. I
How
merely
close
assaulted
are
her.
we?
Alex?
An
Like-
hour, right?
About an hour out.
From like where
Well,
I...
at this point, it'd be about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Half
but
an
it's
hour.
like... I am not sure where he'll be, but I know this is the city proper. So
Do you have any idea what his protection detail might be? I mean, we killed a small militia of his, but I would assume there's more.
Yeah, something bigger.
I imagine that there's
Much more.
a lot.
Yeah.
So do we want to try and
can-
get by that to get straight to him, or fight our way through that
I
to
want to
him?
get straight to
Can we
Drawing.
message the dragon or sending the dragon
Yeah, and see where she's at.
and coordinate with her?
If she creates a distraction.
Somebody didn't prepare sending.
Oh, no.
Could we have done that on the way? I don't
Yeah,
know.
we could have talked about it.
In the middle day?
I asked a bunch of times.
I
I'm
know.
gonna let Alex figure that one out on his. I did sending at one point with Flora,
Saying that
Right.
we were on our way.
We
but-
are on
Yeah.
our way, yeah.
but I did not
Okay.
pick that as one of my prepared spells in this particular
Just,
day.
I guess, just let me know when we're getting close,
How
because I have some stuff like right before we're about to.
All right.
Get in the
Well, I
fight.
guess we can head towards the city, but really we need a distraction.
I mean, we can always sneak.
Well, we also are anticipating that, like, as soon as we walk in, we're going to get.
I know you really want to fight,
ambushed.
but if you want to get straight to him, there's going to be
should
guards.
prob-
You
should
should have a
probably sneak.
disguise.
Oh. I don't know if he'll recognize me.
You see Drazad pull out the little turtle in his pocket.
It's been years.
You said, have you told us that you've had some visions or dreams and whatnot, or no?
I think I would have told you guys.
It's been our experience that sometimes these dreams and visions are not one way, especially when dealing with the obsidian.
You think he'd been dreaming about me?
Well, him you saw in your dreams might have been actually him.
Oh.
That changes things. I'm gonna use my dice and they're out of order.
I mean, I saw Elwind in mine,
And he saw you.
and he saw me.
Yeah, that
Yes.
is, yeah.
So
Does
what
it look
this
like
mean?
I
where?
don't know.
How far are we from? Like, have we?
30 minutes.
An hour.
Okay.
30 minutes from Torvosa.
Do we see? There's not like a new wall erected around Torvosa. There's not like
Hour.
guard station.
Oh.
From the air, you would have been able to see that Torvosa is very open. Again, it's a communal place, and the city proper is where people come together to trade, to do their work, and their homes are more in the forest area.
Okay.
You didn't see a wall.
Okay.
Here we are trying to figure out how to stealth in, and I'm pretty sure we've all got like combat spells prepared.
I would.
I have some
No.
stealthy stuff, so
I mean, I've got I always have.
I have bless.
invisibility.
Thank you.
yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm stuck.
There's no wrong answer.
I think
you guys
I think
just do
Flora's
something.
in like
It's okay.
a she can't think,
Yeah.
right?
No,
She's
I'm
just
like in a blind rage at this point.
Yeah.
And I know you want to fight, but if we alert them, he could get away.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to give over decision-making opportunities to y'all.
Okay.
So then, do we? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say let's just try and sneak in.
Well, do we
Yeah.
all sneak in, or should like one of us go into the town first, kind of see what's
No,
happening?
we all
If there's
sneak in.
guard patrols, you know.
I think we all sneak in again.
Yes, I agree.
Let's go.
Okay, is there a place to sneak in?
I mean, again, the whole town is open. You didn't get an exact layout from the air. You did set down
Is
an hour
there
away
a
from
river
it, but
that runs through town?
No.
yes,
Yes.
yes, there is.
Yes.
How deep is the river?
Oh,
Make a history check
We
and
going
see how
swimming
much
again?
you would
Does
remember.
not want to swim again.
It's good.
It has been so many times.
A history check?
Yes,
Okay.
you're trying to see how well you remember this.
Oh, 16.
Okay. With your 16, you know that the river cascades down from the mountain range in the east, to the east of Torvosa. You know that it is deep in some places, but in the city itself, shallow enough that most adults could touch the bottom.
Okay.
not shallow enough to stealth in.
Yeah, no, that is shallow enough. Because if we're like laying,
You can hide
We're
your whole
under the
body.
water.
Yeah, but I mean, like you could see, unless the water's like really murky. People are just gonna
Oh,
see
yeah.
a bunch of
but
people already crawling
You
through
would
the
have to be.
water.
You would have to be on the river to see them, right? Because we're below eyesight for anybody outside the river.
Well, it's also mid-morning.
I don't know.
I don't
How
know
you-
if we should.
He just casually
Yeah.
was like, "Sure."
I mean, we can use our little rebreathers. We can breathe underwater for an hour with those, and then that
just
gets us
unprepared silent.
that gets us
image.
into the. Are we upstream or downstream?
I think that maybe
You are perpendicular to stream. The
So-
stream
I'm saying,
runs
like,
from.
if we get in the river kind
East
of
to west?
closest to us,
or west east.
will we
Like,
be
does the
able?
river run into
Will
town?
it flow into town?
Could we just?
The river ends in a bay where the town basically juts up against.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, well
yeah.
then that means we have to be upriver.
You would have to be upriver, or you'd have to go into
Perfect.
Corvosa to get.
Which
into the
means
river.
we don't have to swim against the current in order to get to town. Is what I was
Yes.
trying to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know why you were
No,
asking.
yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
why
to
I'm asking. Yeah.
piece it together.
I was gonna also like suggest that we just walk
into
in.
town.
Don't act suspicious. Maybe I disguise myself.
Don't act suspicious. Don't
Yeah,
act-
literally
think-
that.
With the easiest, yeah, they definitely are going to be on the lookout for you.
They might, and like unless there's wanted posters with our face around, which we had a lot in our last campaign.
Well, and I am also a
they don't-
neon
there's
blue
no way.
dragonborn.
Oh no, we sent people here, huh?
We killed the
we sent the
assassin,
bird here.
so they wouldn't
He
know
knows.
the assassin knew what we looked like. You're welcome.
Oh, that's yeah. You're right. Nobody, I guess, would really know what we look like except her.
The
Because I don't think anyone else
assassin was
made it.
going for.
Matavi, but
Matavi.
he still knew what we all looked like. He's dead. Doesn't
Yeah, but
matter.
we killed him. We left him naked in the desert.
Right.
I just cut
No,
him in
we
half.
didn't. Y'all killed them.
So
I wanted to leave them naked.
Oh,
desert.
right.
we sent the bird
Yeah.
to tell him we were coming.
Yeah.
But they don't really know, presumably, what we would look like. And honestly, I look different than the last time he saw me.
Yeah, but
Again,
it's
unless he was looking
in your dreams.
in your dreams.
Yeah.
Or didn't you have your vision of him in the Wrath? I don't remember what her vision was.
There wasn't in the
Wrath.
Wrath.
Okay.
No, the Wrath all had to do with things in Zealous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that we could almost risk just walking in.
Let's walk in like we own the place.
Yeah. Can someone disguise me?
Everything I have is self.
Yeah, I got a disguise
yeah,
kit.
kid.
Okay, can I use his disguise kit?
He can use it on
I
you.
will use
Can
your
you
my
use it on
disguise
me
kit.
and disguise me as like, I don't know, somebody we saw somewhere else.
As Zumi.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You can disguise me as Zumi.
All right.
She lives.
Make a check with your disguise kit. You are proficient in it, so you'll add your proficiency bonus.
It doesn't tell you what check. Would that be?
It is a check with disguise kit. You are proficient in it, so you
So
add
you
your proficiency.
So it's just
bonus.
roll plus
just your
proficiency.
it's not
Yeah.
like a skill, right?
Oh.
I got you.
See, stuff like that.
Thieves'
always messes me
Thieves'
up,
Tools
too.
is the same.
I'm always
I thought you
expecting
had
it to be
Dex
based
at
off
these
something.
So straight roll.
Whee.
Plus your 3.
Uh-oh.
Take some in the chat.
I think the highest besides the 20 is a 15.
We will
or
take a
17.
12 or a 15.
Chat, thanks for making Flora look good.
Yeah.
I look like Zumi.
Yeah, you age up fairly well. You're a little bit shorter than Zumi was, but you imagine it doesn't much matter. You're not trying to look like Zumi. You're just trying to look like someone else.
Yeah.
And you do certainly pass for that. Moreover, you gather that it's good that you look so much older. Because whether they know what you look like or not, they may
They know
be
my
looking for
age.
someone about your age.
Okay. That was a good job then.
As
So-
as soon as we get to like close to the edge of town, I would like to cast a couple spells.
Okay.
I like getting the pulley on the bushes and just cast a couple spells. Is that doable or?
It certainly is, yeah. You find a bit of time as you see the tree line is beginning to diminish a bit. Every once in a while, you actually do see somebody walking the same path as you. They maybe give you like a curt nod as they continue onwards, not thinking anything of you necessarily. But yeah, you find the edge of the city and you're able to find a private spot where you can cast your spells.
Okay.
And while you do that, Justin, thank you for the 5 gifted
Yeah.
memberships. Good to see you in the chat, man. Great stream last night. Glad to see you back at the helm, even though I do like seeing you play as well, friend.
So I will touch Baloth on the shoulder.
Okay.
Ooh. And
Okay.
Intimate.
yeah. And
Pride
Baloth,
Month.
you'll just disappear.
A period.
Oh,
It- So Baloth,
I'm
you disappear.
greater invisible,
Yeah.
or just regular invisible.
Wait, hold on a second. Never mind. That's not an hour. That's a
It's a
minute.
minute. Yeah.
Hang on that one. I'll touch myself.
Oh boy.
And my arm will get all frosty.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the sheen of that frost sort of fades, and your armor looks like it's mostly back to normal, you all prepare to enter Torvosa itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna. No, never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
We're good.
Yep.
Okay.
I will.
As you enter Torvosa, you see stone structures lining cobblestone street on either side. But that's not to say there's no vegetation. Much of the vining plant life that you're familiar with, many of the trees that you've seen on your way in, crack their way through many of the stone surfaces and reach towards the sky, creating a canopy that sort of shades this otherwise city-like look. Out ahead of you, you see a number of taller structures, people going about their day, carrying carts of fresh-caught fish. Someone carries a freshly skinned wolf pelt over their shoulder as they make their way to what appears to be a tannery. And then up ahead, one of the most peculiar buildings that you see, or structures, you find a natural marketplace sheltered beneath a canopy of intertwined tree branches. The pavilion, crafted from living wood, offers a cool respite from the heat in the midday, and its leafy roof casts dappled shadows onto the ground below. Here, the community gathers to trade what appear to be medicines and essential supplies as conversations blend with the rustle of leaves. What would you like to do here? No one appears to be reacting to your presence.
Okay.
Are there any, like, I did not listen to the very beginning that you said.
Sure.
So are there any guards or anything around that look anything like the guards that were in
Make a perception check.
Like the mercenaries.
place where
Yeah.
Zumi was? What city was that?
Started with an R, right?
Rayjet.
Rayjet.
Perception?
Yes.
24.
Wow. Looking out amongst the crowd, you see a number of people that look like
That's so real.
they could be counted in the number of Thrallin's men. You begin to gather that there's not necessarily a uniform, but maybe some of them carry a certain look about them. And with your 24, you do see a few people that look a bit, rough around the edges. People that might be a little bit more boisterous or carry a scowl on their face rather than like sort of a friendly greeting as they carry wares and marketplace goods through the streets. You see people walking with weapons out instead. There are a number of people that you might identify as a threat, but none of them
Like
appear to be
weapons
reacting
out
to you.
and drawn?
Yeah.
And what kind
Some of them.
of weapon? Any
Any obsidian.
I was about to ask it too. I was like,
Cinnamon roll.
I was like, are any of them black?
Make an investigation
Damn.
check.
The
We're
weapon.
looking for something.
Wow! Wow!
Jeez.
In Pride Month.
Right, Month, Caleb.
That's not the same thing.
No, 17.
With your 17 investigation, you are positive that none of these ruffians are carrying obsidian blades. They all appear to be metal, albeit tarnished, that is not black.
Gotcha.
If I see them actively carrying around swords, I'll place a hand on Flora's shoulder, and you'll kind of see it glow a little bit, but I won't let it glow fully. And I'll be ready when you are ready.
Did you just cast something on me?
Yeah, you'll add +1 to either your AC or attack or damage rolls, whichever one you want, but
Ooh.
one or the other.
That's AC, probably.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We really are the party of
buff.
AC stacks.
It's not a bad thing to be.
Why
No.
did they give me a negative?
You've got like the bugbear armor and the necklace gives her more AC too, right?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah.
The necklace does not.
Oh,
I
the
don't
necklace is
believe.
just the
Something
bugbear.
does.
The bugbear armor.
the bugbear.
Bugbear.
armor.
Yeah.
And I also have resistance
It's not
to
a bugbear.
lightning.
Right.
It was a bug.
It is a bug.
It's the bug
it's a
armor. Then when she
chitin.
turns into a
Bug
bear, she
armor.
becomes a bugbear.
You all are in Torvosa, in what appears to be the hustle and bustle of midday. City life sprawls out all around you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna ask Flora. Where do you think he would be?
You have to tell me.
We saw the ship, right?
I would think towards the center of the city.
You do know that there's a large pyramid-like structure towards the center of the city.
Okay.
But even as a child of Torvosa, you would not have spent much time there yourself.
Yeah.
You might gather that could be a place of importance, and maybe
Yeah.
he's there.
So I'm not sure exactly. I'll tell you about the pyramid, and then also I figure we might be able to just follow some of these guards. They obviously have places to go.
Yeah, I was gonna. If you were uncertain, I was gonna ask: is there like a spot where the guards are more concentrated?
Asking
Oh.
me.
Yeah.
No, with your prior check, they appear to be
Kinda-
just sort of dispersed, looking around the streets. There is quite a presence as some walk past and take another side street to a different location. You see, several more enter the fold. There appears to be a large number of them at any given time.
Gotcha. Are there any people walking around with like hoods over their faces and stuff? And are they like actively inspecting people? Or are they just kind of being general, just buttholes?
You can see that there are some people. We'll say, yeah. I mean, there are people that would have either large brimmed hats to give them shade or a hood over their head to shield them from the midday heat. And occasionally you do see a guard sort of like motion to one of them as you see a lemur folk remove a hood and sort of gesture to them as they motion. Hood goes back up.
Gotcha.
Are there any taverns around? Bars?
Make a perception check
Nightclubs.
in your immediate area.
I'm sorry, I have such chaotic energy tonight.
No, it's fine. Bring the chaos, man. That's what it's all about.
You said perception?
Yep.
10.
In your immediate area, you don't see a tavern. Although you gather that there probably is something like that in the city.
Yep.
Especially because this is the middle of the day. You might even put together that this is where most people would be in the city. In the center for trading their goods or processing their hides, that sort of thing.
Are any of the or the people that look rough by themselves or like sitting down taking a break and the others are still walking kind of a thing?
You see one that's actually posted up on one of the twisted wooden columns that makes up the support for the pavilion up ahead.
Okay.
He's just sort of like posted up leaning, and as people like walk in, he eyeballs them and then just goes about, standing there.
Okay. You're disguised. You're invisible, right?
No, I didn't. It was only a minute.
I am visible.
Oh.
Is regular invisibility long?
An hour.
That's what.
I'll walk up to the guard.
In particular, this would be a furbolg, actually.
Slave. I'll walk up to the guard and I'll... Hello, friend. Sorry to bother you, but you seem like, a guard or some important person.
Yeah. What can I help you with?
Oh, truly, where is there a good place to get the drink around here?
There's a few places, but
But like the best.
I don't know if they're gonna take kindly to outsiders.
I am not afraid of rowdiness.
You should be around here. And you'd do well to steer clear of it, lest I need to bring the rowdiness to you.
Oh, no, I just mean if somebody tries to start stuff with me, in the tavern that I'm trying to go to, like I just explained.
What you need a drink for in the middle of the day?
It is
Alcoholic.
not for...
Yeah. I have a problem.
It's not for right now. We're still going to, I'm still visiting the city. But for later down the road, I just saw you standing here.
On said road.
Oh, yeah, literally on the road.
Fair enough. You head towards the bay. You'll find something there.
So, Drazad will find something there or a tavern there?
You'll find a tavern there.
Oh, okay.
There's a place to get a drink. Some of the fishermen wrap up their days early, and some of them could use a drink. It's hard work.
No, Drazad does not like the water. It is hard work. Stressful, too.
Where did you say you're from?
I didn't say where I was from. Have a good day. And I turn
About to get fucking followed.
He like sort of glances after you, and you hear him take a step towards you, but it stops there as he either thinks better of it or would just prefer not to run you down as he posts back up against the column of this pavilion.
I will not walk directly back to them, but maybe further up the road, like towards the bay, and with my tail, I'll be like, and tell them to come meet me.
Not the tail.
Not
Like-
really. We'll know.
Is that like a seductive thing?
No.
I'm seeing you do that. I'm like,
Easy.
He
yeah,
pretends
like,
like
is he
he's
hitting on
got the invisible lasso.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
But yeah, I will start.
Is
I
the-
guess I'll walk in the direction of the bay.
Is the bay distinctly like opposite direction of the pyramid?
That's what I was getting toward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the center would be east from where you are now. The bay is west.
I mean, I'm down to check out the bay first while it's daylight still and see if he is there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm an idiot. As
we
I
don't
walk
know where he
away, instead of I'll still, and then I hear Odd be like, "Yeah." I'll message Odd and be like, "I am not flirting with you. I'm telling you to follow me."
Oh, why didn't you just say that?
I forget I have my hearing a message.
I almost said it earlier whenever you're like with my tail, I'm like, instead of message.
I forgot about it.
I just imagine Odd, like, when you're like, I'm not flirting with you, Odd's like,
Oh.
Yeah, literally.
like just feeling hurt. Well, then don't talk to me.
Yeah, I guess then we'll head for the bay. I don't care about the tavern.
Okay.
I mean, we can go to the tavern if there's like people there, but it's midday. I don't anticipate really anybody there.
Sure.
But if there's fishermen there that have conveniently ended their day early, I'll go have a boba tea with them.
Sure. Okay.
I don't wanna get drunk.
In that case, all of you begin walking through the city, taking in some of the sights and sounds along the way. And as you draw nearer to the bay itself, you do see a river wrapping around some of the stone structures towards the mouth of it, where it opens up into the bay. But as soon as your eyes linger on the eastern horizon, you see a colossal shipwreck whose broken hulls are ominously protruding from the sands on either side. The ship's remains, split in two, create a skeletal frame that dominates the waterfront, its rotten wood contrasting starkly against the lush jungle beyond. And beneath this incredible landmark, locals cast nets and lines into the shallows as small fishing vessels dot the horizon beyond. Drazad in particular, you see a couple of structures here. One is sort of an open-air plaza where people appear to be either cleaning their catch or working on various tools at different workbenches. And then near one of the only trees that appears to be surviving near this close to the shoreline, there is a rough vine-covered structure that leans against that massive tree trunk. Scribbled, etched into the wood that makes the building up itself are the words Bleeding Vine Tavern.
Ow.
Well, this seems like a fun place.
Do a lot of noises be like coming out of there? Like, does it sound pretty rowdy?
What did you say?
I know.
Do a lot of noises
my
be
English-
coming out of there.
My English broke down in the middle of that sentence.
He knows too many languages.
Yeah.
All one of them, huh?
Yeah.
So
I'm in Valoth.
I would say make a perception check.
Do a lot of noises be coming out of there?
Dude, I'm consistently rolling 9s. Perception.
Like odd 7s?
Yeah, but this is on
Put on a D20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
D20. 13.
That's unfortunate.
You don't hear any sounds coming from within the tavern. None at all, actually. It's possible that there may be people in there and they're not being rowdy.
Yeah.
But you don't hear anything, no.
No noise be coming out of there.
No noise be coming out of the tavern.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I'm down to check it out, but I don't think that this is where he is.
oh, Thralland? You see Drazad.
Keep that.
Cool, Drazad.
Act cool.
The whole fucking tavern turned.
We're still outside. We're still outside.
It's like the scene on Tangled when they go into the bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you talking about Thralland?
Yeah. Where's he at?
Wait,
He's-
is this
Yeah.
happening?
No, that was
Oh my.
that was me enacting you guys walking into the bar.
Appreciate
You can't
it.
participate in the jokes.
Sorry, yeah.
They're scary.
Ooh.
I cast Spirit
Oh,
Guardian.
Oh
no.
my God,
Wait, he has
Justin.
enough for chaos now.
Thank you for the
Whoa.
10 gifted memberships.
yeah.
You only gifted 5.
Wait, I
You're
think
not
he
supposed to
does.
find us. Oh my gosh.
Rollins having a
Justin,
parade.
what are you doing? What are
Okay,
you
anyway, period. I
doing?
gotta do this real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
Only time I've never been excited to get 10 gifted
Except
memberships.
for effectiveness and invisibility and bless and
I cast Bless on everybody right now. And no.
Justin, I have added your points, friend.
I know my brain.
So are we going into the tavern?
Is that what do we want to do that?
No, I think we keep moving.
Yeah.
I kind of
That
want
person
y'all
is
can go
definitely
in
not here.
there, but I kind of want to like get a lay of the land because if we're gonna move on him, we could do it at night. We have advantage on stealth. He has advantage on stealth at night.
That is true.
Maybe there'll be less people out to see us.
We could be sneaky.
We can get a lay of where he even is.
Drazad does like to be sneaky.
Maybe you can talk to some people. You're good
Okay.
at that, and see if we can figure out where. I'm so nervous.
It's okay. I can watch it too.
Oh god!
It's better
Yeah,
just
we
to
can-
run head first in the thing.
Yeah, right now probably.
We can just figure out where Thralland is before he redeems chaos, and I think I'll feel a little better.
Drazad, and Flora, don't we know that he has an obsidian weapon of some kind?
I think he does.
Could you not locate it?
Locate on it.
Or did you also not take that?
Dang it, Drazad!
Why would Drazad prepare?
We talked about this last session about how you could locate obsidian. We
No,
did
I
talk about
know,
it.
But we did. We talked
You
about it
coulda had that
I know we
prepared,
talked
my
about it the other
guy.
day. I know, but
I could always shoot a fireball at a building and see who shows up.
there's
That'd be a good distraction for sure.
that
At least half the guards will show.
that
We
is
just-
one way. That could be a distraction.
But we still got to figure out where Thralland is.
We can duck in this bar. I can actually bark in.
Yeah, let's go into the tavern then.
Go into the tavern.
Okay.
I will distinctly
And then-
wait until they go in and follow in like 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
I'll go in first. I don't care.
I just don't want to. If he's going to be asking questions about Thralland, I want to be. I don't want them to know that we're all together, basically.
Wait, did I?
Yeah. So, I think when I enter this bar, I'm gonna make sure to head towards like the end of the bar,
Sure.
away from people.
As you open the door, you do see a couple of fishermen sitting there nursing drinks, and you know they're fishermen just by the fact that their skin appears to have a reddish tint to it after they've maybe spent a bit too much time out on the water.
Any people with weapons, like guards in here, like.
You do see one guard in particular.
Okay.
It's a half orc in the far corner who sort of eyes you as you walk in. Looking up from his own drink is he has a blade sort of resting against the table,
Okay. Good.
What color is
a
it?
battle axe in particular.
Yeah.
Can still be made with obsidian.
No, it's not obsidian.
Every weapon ever.
So as far away from that guy as possible.
Yeah, sure. You see the barkeep up at the counter who's actually filling up a glass you assume is for a patron, and he dounces it back as he drinks it, and the drink sort of takes hold. He shivers as some of his fur stands up on end. A couple of his whiskers are actually a bit wet from the drink. As he paws his mouth, you see his sort of rat-like ears, one of the missing part of it, twitch as he turns.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
One for me and one for you.
One for me. I can have as many as I want.
Well, then,
But if you're buying, I'll take
you
another
put
one.
this in your pocket then. This your
All right.
place?
Yeah, it's my place.
Oh yeah.
Bleeding Vine Tavern, you know.
Very nice. See, all your patrons are fishermen and one asshole in the corner.
I don't really know him, but it's not nice to say.
Oh yeah?
Are you looking for trouble? I mean,
Oh no, the guy has an axe out. Like, what's the deal with that?
well, he's just keeping an eye on the place is all.
Oh, okay.
Some ruffians, as far as I've heard, might be coming up to storm the keep, so to speak.
Whoa, whoa. What kind of ruffians? And as I say that, I'm like brushing my mustache with a little comb.
From what I heard, they're pretty strong, able to take out a small troop of Thrallin's men.
I've heard that
it's
name.
awesome.
He runs this place, right?
You're not from here, are you?
Yeah, well, I'm a traveling bard, as you can see, and I show him like my drum and stuff.
Ba-da-bow.
You know, this place is not that friendly to outsiders.
Well, I'm just passing.
You come by ship? This is the first place you stop in?
Yeah, I mean, this is the first place I stopped in. Yeah.
Let me. You know what? Drinks on me. You're gonna need it.
And he turns around, fills a tankard that appears to have not been washed since it housed whatever drink came before. As he slams it onto the counter, there are bits of particulate floating
Fish in there.
in your
Wait,
drink.
Do I have?
I'll take a drink of it. Like, I'll take a sip of it.
Make a con save.
Of course.
I don't. Never mind. I was like, wait, I might have prepped.
Purified drink.
Food and
That's
drink.
a 15.
And not locate object.
You
Or
sorry
sending.
sack.
I don't take sending, but I took purified food and drink.
That's a 19.
You're able to hold it down.
Yeah.
You actually chug about half of it before you slam it back down.
Looks like you're able to handle yourself. Maybe you'll do all right here.
Yeah, I mean, y'all have outside merchants and bards and things like that coming through every now and then, right?
Don't tell me you came to Zashitan not knowing what kind of place you signed up to.
I exactly. So I'm asking you, good sir.
Okay. Something you absolutely couldn't have missed. You saw the ship out there?
Yeah, the one split in half, the giant one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last group of merchants come through this place.
Oh, we're on a very, very small fishing boat that I just hitched a ride in.
Yeah, I would be careful maybe telling too many people where you're from. I've met some people coming in from, Imsford across the way. Sometimes they find themselves here by mistake.
Did you hear that? You heard what happened in Imsford, right?
No, something happened there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do trade in secrets, too.
Well, I'm all ears, except for half of this one, of course.
I know, terrible. That's
Yeah.
real terrible. Would you like to barter in secrets?
Don't have any to give.
I think you might. I'm just very interested in where to stay away from.
I mean, if you
So I
don't
could-
want to share your story, then that's fine. I'll go back
yeah.
to cleaning up the joint,
I'm just
you know?
I'm just very interested in like where not to go so I don't get in trouble.
Make a persuasion check.
Aha!
Yeah, I know you were fishing for it. Got to make you work for him.
Yes. Ooh, that is an 18 on the dice. That
Oh,
is a
God.
29.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. That is a 30.
A dirty 30.
A dirty 30.
12 to persuasion.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
He acts like he's gonna go back to cleaning, but as soon as
Get
you
persuaded, idiot.
try to convince him further, you see that he's not at all interested in doing any of that. As he turns around and sort of eyes the half-orc in the corner, who's now taking another swill of his drink, and he times it. He leans in.
What you want to know?
Well, I just really want to know, like, where to stay away from Thrallin and his men.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to accidentally walk into their base and then they're like, where are you from?
Sure.
And they like get wrecked.
If you're an outsider, you probably don't want to go to the center of town. That's where I hear he's holed up.
Okay.
Nobody's seen him for a couple days,
The
actually.
pyramid you talking about?
Yeah, the big place. You probably see it from the water even.
Okay.
See what he told everybody is it's dangerous there. There's some sort of animal spewed poisonous gas and they're trying to clear it out. It's got a wizard friend from somewhere else. Got a sort of regal look about the guy. Doesn't really fit in here, but I've known some mages look nice and do good magic. You ain't gotta be dirty to do good at that. But
We need to take a long rest.
So you can
I
prepare
imagine
the right
that
spell?
at least is where he's at, whether his story's true or not.
Well, now, a deal's a deal. I come from the west, and
The west.
yeah,
Imesford's
That's it.
not west.
I didn't say I was from Mimesford.
Well, you said you had news from there.
Well, I didn't say I had news from there. I said I had a story from there.
Oh, second-hand information? That's not what the...
The network of bards. Our network of bards are very far and wide, and we trade in our stories. I heard that the king of Imesford was assassinated.
Oh. Kings in these countries outside of where we're from, here in Zashitan,
Yeah.
they look pretty fragile to me.
Oh, you're absolutely right, sir.
And I'm glad you know coming in that you want to avoid the king of this place.
Right.
Our kings can fight for themselves. I've seen Thrallin tear a man to pieces in his human form. His elven form.
He has another form?
I've heard he turned into one of them wolf things. The fancy ones.
Oh.
Such like the royal family. He's one of them. Makes sense,
Do tell.
Is Flora in earshot of this?
Yeah. Shoot.
I'm asking this in particular ahead of time.
I mean, that's about as much as I know. I've not seen it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
I'm gonna
Is this
finish
place
off
is this
Odd's
place like
drink.
obviously the drink's not good, but like how much was the drink? And I know he bought it, but like if I wouldn't have bought it, like is there a sign that says how much stuff is?
Yeah, it'd be
Is
a
it
gold piece.
Super cheap stuff?
It's a gold. It is super cheap liquor. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab 5 gold and I'm just gonna slide that to him. Like, thank you for your information.
Oh,
Hope.
you're too kind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey,
you.
And as he
this is
picks
a
it up,
fine
he
ass-
runs his hand through his like goatee that runs off the edge of his chin. He's just
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, this is a fine establishment, and I think I'm just gonna get back on my boat and go to the next port.
This place ain't for everybody, and I appreciate that you heeded my warning. Some people are not as wise.
I mean, you're obviously a very, very wise.
Oh, I've seen it all.
Yeah, of course.
You tend to when you're touching land and sea, sort of straddling the two terrains.
1 foot in the boat, 1 foot on the dock, huh?
Yeah. And ear to the pavement,
Well, 1 at least.
You got it. Oh, man. Jesus.
I laugh.
I'm Razim, by the way.
Azim?
Razim.
Razim.
Yeah, Razim.
Nice to meet you.
If you ever find yourself needing a place to crash,
Okay.
maybe you need to lie low, you come see me here. Nobody comes to Zashitan, and you don't have to get very far inland to
So
find me.
if I get in trouble with
Oh, here? No. You
No.
stay far away from me. I don't care how well we are acquainted.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
away from me if you get in trouble here.
Okay. I was just checking.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
I
That
didn't
was,
know. I didn't know if you like weren't a friend of them or something like that.
No. Love Thralland. He's been great for business here.
Really?
Yeah, good guy.
Do you support him?
Sure, yeah. He's
How you doing,
very
ma'am?
strong, very powerful. Don't have to worry about anybody
Excuse me, miss.
yeah.
disobeying orders.
Apologies for.
We were having a
eavesdropping.
conversation over here.
I recognize that I was eavesdropping, but as he's
She
the
with you?
only worker of the bar, I don't know this man. I have heard that that Thralland is kind of ruthless.
How loudly are you saying this? I mean, about that loud, I imagine.
You didn't do this for him.
Well,
It was implied we were speaking in hushed voices.
yeah, like I called them in and stuff like that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the end of the bar as far away. I called them over and I said, "Hey, lean in. We're
Are
telling
you
stories."
trying to be quiet?
Yeah.
I'll ask you point blank.
If they were trying to be quiet, then
Yeah.
yes, I would match that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Then cool. That's fine.
I mean, we could take one guard.
Put that little dice roll away.
I mean, you don't want to be saying that stuff around here, especially not at your age. One too many hits might put you in the grave a little early, you know?
I'm
She doesn't really look
a little
that
stronger.
good either. Like, are
than I
you
look,
okay, ma'am?
Thank you. I'm fine.
Okay.
I just, have heard.
I look at
Razim.
Razim. I look at Razim like when she looks away. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, she's had one too many.
cut her off.
She wasn't drinking here.
Oh,
Must have gotten kicked out somewhere else.
oh, that's probably what happens. You know, all the excrement rolls downhill. Unfortunately,
I've heard. And,
exactly.
I've seen on many a not so humble night.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I was actually just about to close the place down.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's in the morning. It's in the morning.
afternoon.
I can tell when I'm not wanted.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'll just
That's
leave.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
You
Well, guys, you guys
reading the
suck.
room.
I'm gonna let Flora leave. I'm gonna let Flora leave first.
I want to walk up to
Okay,
the bar.
I leave.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for some food. Do you serve?
nat
Do
20.
you serve food here?
Yeah. Two of them.
No, we don't. Just beverages here. If you're looking for food or supplies, there's a pavilion a little further inland where they trade in that stuff.
Okay, thank you. And I'll just turn around and leave.
Sure. Yeah.
His tail sort of whips behind him and flicks as it actually grabs the empty mug that Odd had as he turns and places it on a pile of dishes that have not been washed and probably won't
Yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna get on my way and get out of here.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. If I do
Tensions are high, especially now.
If I
Yeah.
do find myself here tonight without a way to leave,
Sure.
do y'all employ bards?
I
work
might,
it to
I might be able to take you up on a little something. Might be able to toss some gold your way.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, just checking.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And I shake put a hand.
Well, it was nice to meet you. What'd you? Odd is.
No,
Did
I
you
didn't
say it?
No, I didn't.
No,
say
you
it.
didn't.
No.
What'd you say your name was?
Oh my god.
my
I was
name
like,
is-
kill him.
Yeah, no, my name is Solus.
Solus.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, good to meet you, Solus. Like I said, I'm Razim, and you're welcome at the Bleeding Vine anytime. Just don't bring trouble with you if
Of course not. Never.
All right.
I'll walk out.
So, is everyone outside now?
I think we
What is everyone
stagger. Like, Flora, you probably left first.
Yeah.
Yeah, stagger our exits.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, you're back at the mouth of the bay.
And I relay everything that the guy told us to.
Yeah, and so that confirmed a fear of mine is that some of the people in the town actually do support Thralland.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, he's been in
Yeah.
power for long enough to.
Yeah.
Some people probably rose to.
Well, and here does not look anything like Regit.
Right.
so these people are not as oppressed.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, Justin's in there looking at the menu.
I just saw exclamation menu.
Did you see what he said earlier?
Oh yeah, why is everyone so?
No. After that, he said that if he redeems chaos, he's gonna find himself buried in a wall.
Oh yeah.
Gen Con.
Yeah,
So,
cask of Amontillado style.
Yeah.
Full on.
Yeah.
so making sure that we're quiet and we're out of the earshot of any guards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Trawlin's set up in the pyramid.
Great. Maybe we should try to sneak in at night.
I don't know. I think it might be. I think the longer we're out here, everybody's on very high alert for outsiders. And I think the longer we spend in town, the more we're going to get identified as outsiders.
So do we
Yes.
spend one night in town?
I think we go
he's
I think
now.
we
saying
go now, yeah.
I would agree. If they're expecting us, they might expect us to come at night.
Also, if they're expecting us, they might not be expecting us to, like, walk right into the front
Yeah.
gate.
True.
They are expecting us.
So
Yes, definitely so. That's as much
How long
as the
does my
rat said.
disguise last? Until I
Those-
take it off?
it's a disguise
Yeah.
kit.
Yeah.
So
Until I take it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
while you are continuing to discuss this and finalize your plans, we are going to go on a quick break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, and when we come back, I'll have a nice little surprise for all of chat. So don't go nowhere. We'll see you in about 10 minutes.
I just want to know, Mabel has been sleeping with her eyes open.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, Leah de Skyron, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Dravian, Anthony Pace, Drazadi, Memebot 69,000, Ian McCart, Carl L, Lars Lonscombe, Alpha B4, Leroy Jenkins, Austin Johnston, Batman, Christopher Denault, Dan Brown, John Dumont, Denty, Ninja King 365, Adverse Flower 95, Brett Gidry, DeBigamus, Psych 91, Asura the Mad Berserker, Mecha King Leo, Delake, Pope Corn, Gamer Fur Trash, Logan Cartes, Brick, Indie Bears Fan, ML, Dutin 103, Logan Keller, Spork Saber, Dungeon D-, Simo 7462, Blackuma Black, David Correa, Zivek Longfang, Aria Hamilton, Salmonella 68, Carolyn Mezco, Aaron Ann, Salty Revenge, Stan, XIVM, B. Bash, Brian Lavista, Rice in Soup, Lord Snow, Francesco Brambilla, Hyperpixel, She Inur, Mike Gaya, Nathan Jauchimi, Broken Fox, Big Head Bro, Brian Morales, Crow, Almighty Zeus, Aaron Bratton, One-Eyed Goat 90, Emily, Yata Strike, Charlie Gardner, Grumble God, DZ, Devon Beard, Xanthox, Andy Oddman, Habits Heretic, Sparky Pilot, Alexandre Henriquez, Moon Goose McQueen, Mr. J, Lil Tired, because why not? 9 Drops, Danny HD 002, Grog, Nicholas Lavelle, David Cron, Idle Mage, Stephen Boyle, Waddle On In, Just a Random, Grim Gaming, Zach DeLuca, Blandy 8521, JT, Daniel Ortega, Gallad, Atlas, Pavel Castillo, Kyrie Williams, Patrick, Tenacious B, Manu DSTV, TJ Jazz 2000, Rafal Zejakowski, Jacob Erickson, Headspace Creations, Aaron B, Player Lord, Wild Song, Zargo Dan, Shadow Reaper, Justin Channels, Havoc, Conical Subset 3, and Rafnazil. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. Ha ha ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha ha ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that?
Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Geramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... Oh! Excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had an excellent break, got yourself some long rests, just like the rest of our party. And to thank you for sticking around, we're gonna go ahead and gift 5 memberships to more friends in the Chaos Crew.
Yeah.
Yes, our numbers grow.
Go,
Soon
go,
we
go.
will be able to attack the kingdom to the east, and to the west.
And then
and to the
Alex
north.
is going to have enough points to construct chaos himself.
Oh yeah.
No.
Seriously, thank you guys so much for all the support this stream and last stream. Y'all have been on fire lately. It's that kind of stuff that allows me to make more cool things for the channel. New art,
And pay our
new
bills.
magic items that I'll be posting in the Discord. Lots of fun stuff on the way. So
There's a
all
lot
that
of
to
fun
say
stuff
thank you.
happening in this room.
Thank you so much. So, now that we return to the 4 of you, it is midday. You find yourself at the bay, just below the ruins of this shattered vessel. What would you like to do?
I think we need to make our way up and get eyes on the pyramid.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely get closer.
And the guy did say that the Tillywith is with him.
Well, he said
Well, he
someone
said a
regal.
mage.
Yes.
He's
Well-
a regal-looking mage.
Well, he had a staff. Tillywith took the staff. That might be why he
Very
thinks he's a
nice.
mage.
Also, something's causing a lot of...
It could be Elwyn, but I'm pretty sure he's dead.
yeah.
Although he was dead when we killed him, so...
True.
he could still be alive.
Okay.
Making our way downtown.
So you're heading back towards the
Pyramid.
Yeah. So towards the east.
Yeah.
You seem unsure.
I'm trying to think of like anything else we could do. This is just something's not settling right with me. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Okay.
Definitely walking into a trap.
Yeah, and
100%.
The last time this happened, I don't think it was a good thing
100%.
either.
All right.
But I don't think Flora cares.
The 4 of you gather yourselves with
We
a...
should sneak.
Okay.
We need to get a layout.
How
first.
long has it been since we entered town?
At this point, it would have been about an hour.
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's okay. Is that going anywhere, or are you...
When we get close, I'm going to do something, but
Okay.
that's it.
The four of you gather yourselves and form up a bit of a plan as you begin to move through the city streets back from whence you came, now making your way towards the center of Torvosa, where you've heard Thralland resides. As you continue to take in this lively commune with all the sights and sounds around you, the energy suddenly shifts.
Oh no.
Drawing your gaze
Just to that.
to a narrow street where a small elven girl darts frantically through the crowd, her eyes wide with fear as she slips between the bewildered townsfolk, her breath coming in desperate gasps. Behind her, the brutish figures of Thralland's men shove their way through as they shout, "Stop that girl!" The market's vibrant life fades into a blur around you, the urgency of the little girl's plight pulling you into a frantic sense of urgency.
How many?
Is she running towards us?
She is running sort of perpendicular to you, so
Right.
she's past.
Do I recognize her?
You definitely recognize her as the elven girl from before
The one with the scar?
Oh,
with the scar. You don't see her scar because she's facing the other way.
Okay,
But-
I'm gonna start like
how many men are
chasing
chasing her?
after her.
Are they in a
As
group?
you look at this alleyway and people are rounding the corner, you've seen 3 pass already, and as they're shouting, you see like the person who's posted up at the pavilion. He begins running. A couple more begin running. Somebody from another side street is making their way past you.
Did she make any kind of eye contact with us when she passed?
She did not.
Okay.
Can I?
What?
I don't want to
Are-
play a game.
Are Thralland's men grouped up?
They are currently chasing after her. Some of them are grouped in bunches, but I mean, really, it's a street
All of
pursuit.
Is
I
there-
want
you
I
know.
want to turn towards her. I'm gonna message, and I'm gonna tell her. So where are the people
What's
coming
the range on message?
120 feet.
She would be out of that range by now.
Already?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so
She is running at speed.
have all the men passed us already, or are we still between her and some of the men?
There are some coming up from behind you as they're hearing shouting.
Okay, then I'm gonna like try to sneakily cast maybe 2 things.
Dutton, thank you for another 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. You guys are on fire tonight. I really, really appreciate that. And I'm so glad you're here instead of bingo. I'm sorry that didn't work out, but you know, we love to have you.
Would you allow me to cast 2 leveled spells back to back?
No.
Okay.
Because it's against the rules. You can cast one and then cast another on your next turn, but if we're starting to do all this, we might be going into initiative. So what's
Yeah,
the thing
I'm
that you want to do?
I want to we're at like a 4-way.
Sort of. We'll call it a main road and sort of a small side street that she darted into.
Yeah, I want to.
It doesn't
So-
cross all the way through. It's a
So-
3-way.
She was running down the small street.
Okay, thank you. So what
Yes.
I want to do is cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
Like if this is the main road and
Uh-huh.
this is the small road, I want to do it like here. So no one can get it will
Behind
slow
her.
people down.
Like,
Okay.
you
yeah.
see what I mean?
I understand what you're saying. It's not a 4-way. It is a 3-way. It's a T.
Yeah.
So you can't cast it here. It's not gonna. You can cast it there to block off the other side of the main road. Is that what you want to do?
Are we on a small road?
You were on the main road.
She
Okay.
came down the
You
main
were
road
looking
and
down the
turned.
street. She rounded the corner and went this way.
She turned
Down
so
another
right
street.
at the. If you cast it like right past the corner, you're gonna block.
Wherever I
he
need
wants
to
to block.
put it.
She wants to block.
That's
yeah.
where you're gonna
I
put
have
it.
no
Got it.
idea
Where
what
they
this
came
is.
She
from.
wants to.
Yeah.
She wants to put it between the girl and the people chasing her.
Got
but
it.
also where we can probably still get to the girl.
Yep.
You know.
Got it. So-
Channeling the inner fury that you've carried all this time silently, you begin to loose the cobblestone on the opposite side of the street to block the way for some of Thralland's men that are now rushing towards the sounds that they hear. The cobblestone is loosed. The ground is turned into a jagged expanse before them as they attempt to maneuver the area. You see your chance to potentially jump into the fray and chase after her yourself.
Yeah, we all run after her, right?
I'm running
yeah.
after her. I just wanted to block people from coming with me.
Yeah.
Got it. In that case, we are going to roll for initiative. We are going to run this as each square is 30 feet. You're chasing down, the little girl and Thralland's men that are in pursuit of her. Your movement speed will be rounded to the nearest 30 feet, so 45 feet will count as 60 feet. It'll count as 2 squares. You'll roll a d20 each round and complete some challenge before taking your turn, and creative solutions to problems will be rewarded.
Wonderful. I was like, what complication,
Yeah.
Alex? What problem? What math am I
So,
doing?
Valoth, what'd you get?
10.
10 with advantage.
Yeah, it was a 6 before.
Odd.
22.
22 without advantage.
Yep.
Drazad,
15.
15, and Flora.
Thank you, chat.
18. Thank you, chat.
Woo!
Also, thank you, Grim
Oh, I
Reaper,
didn't take a chat.
for another 5. Well, that's on you,
I
my
got a
dude.
reaction, so haha.
So, Odd
also
and
have my
Flora
reaction.
are the first to go. You guys will be starting in the front here. So, first in the initiative, Odd, I'm going to have you roll a d20.
Okay.
This is how we're going to start your turns.
16.
So,
Okay, remember, this is what a 16 is.
Everyone, write it down.
you round the corner into this side street, and you hug the wall a bit in order to get as much movement speed as you possibly can. Unfortunately, you find yourself ensnared by a hunter's trap, maybe meant for large rodents or creatures that patrol the streets at night. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Snare trap on the ground?
Yep.
Okay.
You can choose to fly after this.
That's what I was going to say. If I,
I know.
use my action to start my flight, can I just miss it?
This is before your turn.
Oh,
Oh, I got you. I got you.
this
Okay.
happens before your
I
turn.
got you. All right.
I understand what you're saying.
14 on the dice plus 3.
It was a dice.
It's a heavy
They
dice that
barked
got
at the
him.
dice.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey!
17 total.
17 total. Just as the noose begins to tighten on this trap, you pull your foot out and you see a net that's been covered up under some of the rock and rubble beneath you shoot up into the sky. You are not caught in it, so you retain your full turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, wow. Cool. The group in front of us that are chasing her, is it like they're running through the crowds as well?
Yes, I mean they're facing many of the same obstacles that you are.
Perfect. I am going to move my 30.
Okay.
Okay, so move me up 1 space.
Shit.
Come on, Vala, let's
Quit
go.
hanging on to Odd.
Take me with you!
Literally.
Yeah, it's like literally your outstretched hand was holding
Yeah.
onto his cape.
I'm going to move my 30, and then I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern, which is a 30-foot cube,
Okay.
Oh,
and center it on the middle of the street.
What is the range on that?
It's a 120.
Okay.
guess what I'm counting.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can get exactly that.
Yeah, and center it on the middle of the street, so it covers both the street. So everybody needs to roll a wisdom save,
Okay.
including like people in the street.
You said it's how large?
30-foot cube.
30-foot cube. Yeah.
So it would cover a square, right?
It would.
Cover if I center it in the middle, it would cover like 2 squares, like one on
Yeah,
each
2
side.
squares.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll saves for those guys.
and like including people in, and I want to put it. Let's see, at the front people.
Yeah.
At the front, people.
Well, the reason
You can
being-
position it here and get these 3.
Okay, and the reason I wanted to do that, yeah, exactly. Is there another guy? Okay, yeah.
At the free pool.
I want to get those 3, and
Okay.
and also the hopes of kind of making it a little difficult terrain with the stunned regular people.
Holding up the. Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
it stuns everybody.
What's the save? Is it
16.
wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom. So we have 1 failure, 2 failures, and 1 success. The person that succeeded is the person in the middle here. These 2 actually failed.
Okay.
So they are stunned now,
All right.
essentially.
Yep.
You see them as they're in stride. Suddenly, as your magic descends, they just sort of stop running and slow to a halt as they go blank stare. Drool begins to dribble out of one of their mouths.
What about the people? Did the commoners in that area get stunned too?
There are people that we'll say a few of them did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Trying to
You
make
gotta
like an obstacle
run
for
by-
them.
Yeah, exactly.
They were already kind of doing that, but now they're a little bit harder to get past.
And then I'm gonna turn back and I'm gonna wink at Flora.
Okay.
That's my turn.
From
I
there,
gotta bark.
I was like, what does the
What's
D8
that?
mean?
What's that mean?
Is it a D8?
Yeah.
Bad people?
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna move to this person who just watched you cast a aggressive spell on one of Thrallin's
Aggressive.
men.
Are you concentrating on anything?
Yes, that. To hold their stun condition.
This person gets to the top of the stairs, and from their vantage, they're going to fire 2 crossbow bolts at you.
Okay. Fun.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Then it misses. Both of them go wide as they clatter into the wall just beyond, but you can't help but feel like a sitting duck in this alleyway as they fire down from above. We now move on to Flora's turn. What are you doing?
Can I?
Oh, roll a d20. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. A 2.
Okay.
This is what a 2 is.
What were you about to say before?
No, you tell me first.
Okay. As you follow your quarry up ahead, you see the girl clamber up the side of a stone structure and jump across a walled courtyard before dropping back into the city on the other side. Some of Thrallin's men attempt to do the same, and now it's your turn. You need to make an acrobatics or athletics check to keep pace.
Can I use my reaction?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna take something from the chat for a 16 total.
Okay, with your 16, you're able to nimbly leap over the structure, channeling some of your animalistic powers into your legs to leap like a gazelle over the wall barely without resting your palm on the top of it. Landing on the other side in that courtyard, you continue to chase after both Thrallin's men and the girl that they are in pursuit of. What would you like to do with your turn?
So how far am I still behind the bad guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you are where you are.
Oh, okay.
One
yeah.
square is 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my full 30.
Okay.
And then what I was gonna ask is, if I cast Wall of Fire, would you allow me to cast it in a U shape?
Yeah. I think that's fine. And you can also cast it in just a straight
I know,
line and stop it early.
but I want it to go on top of the buildings too.
Oh, I
See what I'm
see.
doing?
So
I
you
don't
want to
want it to
like
go
hit them
in.
and also stop them from chasing her?
Yeah, so like I want it to be here, and I want it to go like this.
U as in like vertical,
Oh.
not yeah.
Yeah, you can cast it like that. Basically, this would be the surface where you're casting it, and because the wall goes so high, it would get into this range
Yeah,
as
I
well.
just didn't want to go into these 2 buildings. In
I
case
see.
there's people.
I see.
So I'm like U-shaping it, if you would allow me.
I would allow that.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
yeah, I'm casting
She
Wall of
doesn't want
Fire.
to burn people inside.
Yeah.
You vertical. I was thinking
Yeah.
you this. Yeah.
That's why I drew it out.
I know.
It took me the
I know.
second time for me to be like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, no. Physically U-shaped like this. I'm casting Wall of Fire.
All right. So you cast Wall of Fire.
I'm gonna put it right
Here.
in front of the first bad guy. And I think at least one up there and the first guy. I'll have to make dex saves.
What is the range on that as well?
So
I need to
120,
ask.
huh?
120.
it's 120.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put it here. You
Okay.
can't get it that far.
Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, this is further than it looks. But that is
I
how
thought if
you
I
have to
moved
run
up
the
one
chase.
square, then it would be within 120.
Mm-mm. It's
She's-
basically
she's
4
180.
squares away from you.
Yeah.
Which is 2 squares.
That's
away
where I was-
from
I wasn't
120.
trying to put it at her.
Yeah, that's the
So I
same.
thought he would be.
That's the same range that I had.
I'm counting out the squares.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 30,
Yeah,
120.
it's 120.
This is the max range right
That's
here.
fine.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll put it there. So then 4 of them will have to make a save? It says the wall is 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. When
yeah,
the wall
so
appears, each creature within its area must make a dex save. So I imagine.
within its area, I would
its
actually say
area.
that's 3 of them, not the half orc that's on this side of it. It would be this person, this person, this person.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I thought the guy in front of it too, but it's the
It
fire.
only
not on
faces
that
Yeah.
one
side.
way. Yeah, the
That's
fire.
where I got 4. Okay. Yeah, so those 3.
Dex saves.
Yes.
I believe the half orc is going to auto fail his save because of hypnotic pattern.
Yes, he is incapacitated.
Yeah. So he fails, and then the other 2.
Oh.
Does a 16 save?
If the save is 16.
Then it does save. But the other 2 fail. So these
It
2
says
individuals fail. This one does save.
Okay.
Incapacitated.
The total, you'll have this for the one that saved. The
Yep.
total is
That's not right though.
Oh. I think incapacitated is one of the ones that causes this.
Another one.
26.
yeah. Which is 13. Harold?
Incapacitated has
Yep.
speed of 0.
Yeah, I don't. Not that I want him to not fail it, Alex, but I don't
Okay.
believe incapacitation would make him auto fail.
Yep.
a
It doesn't
save.
say that it does. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
That's kind of back to that
well,
whole.
look, the number I rolled is going to fail anyway.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
I did roll 3 dice, but
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
ignored one of them.
So that's that. And then the spell deals the damage if they end their turn 10 feet on the side of the thing.
This side? Are
Yeah.
you aiming it towards
Yeah.
you?
And
Okay.
so if we get close to it, I can drop concentration.
All right.
Um,
Pass me another concentration ring. And mind your mic there. You're speaking like into the side of it.
sorry.
That's okay. I'm just letting you know.
I
No
have
big
a
deal.
hard time finding where the mic is. Like,
I know
Now that
you
it's all
keep
puffy.
doing this.
Anybody-
well, now that it's all the same.
Yeah, anybody who gets damage on them,
Mhm.
they're no longer affected by it.
Okay, so that
Hypnotic
guy's
pattern.
not affected anymore.
Correct.
Got it. That one individual. They
Yes.
are still standing, by the way, but one of them, a lemur folk, is now like patting out the flames aggressively, and it looks like they may be close to passing out from the pain.
Nice.
We now move on from your turn to that lemur folk, actually. He is going
Oh, I
to
think Justin is
No, he better.
turn around.
taunting us.
Oh.
He said,
She just
"Be
turned into a dragon and
anarchy."
turn around.
Yeah.
Is that the chaos?
It's a
We get
good
2
chaos.
dragons for 2 chaoses.
Gonna turn around
Or
and
same
fire a
dragon twice.
blow dart. We'll say at odd, actually, because I think they know that the flames may actually impede you potentially if they can get past it. So they're gonna go for you.
Nope.
Does a 14 hit?
No, 14
Another
does not
14.
hit.
Okay.
Then
Then
fancy
you
like crazy AC either. So.
You're rushing straight ahead, and then when you see that blowgun lift, you dodge just out of the way as a dart whistles by your head. We now
His
move
valor.
to Drazad's turn. What would you like to do? Oh, D20. I keep forgetting my own rules.
Give me a half second to roll this. 6.
Play up what?
Okay.
Like yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I can face up you. Is that what you need?
Do you have the ability to?
I do, but
She
it has
can't.
to be on my turn.
Yeah, she used her reaction,
That's
so she
what I
can't
was
do
I
that.
got my reaction back because I just had my turn.
No, you get your reaction back on the start of your turn.
And you used it.
You used it during your turn. You don't have your reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is how that
To
works.
take a dice, huh?
That was on my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the save.
Oh, because it was the big first
Yeah.
roll.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, with a 6, Drazad, as you're rushing forward, you actually feel the street is a bit slick with some pulled up water from that storm that came through. You begin to lose your footing. I need you to make a dex save to keep it or, fall over.
It is a bonus. I didn't think about that I could have faced up myself.
Yeah.
11.
You can still do it now.
Don't
I'll
forget-
allow you to do it.
It
We're
would
not
have let
that
me
far
put
ahead.
the wall of fire.
We're
Yeah.
not backtracking
No,
all
I know.
that.
That's
Oh,
why I'm.
yeah,
no, that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I said.
Mhm.
That's why I'm not doing it because I didn't even think about that. That I could have gotten further.
And don't forget you got a bark dice. that you
11.
can add to
11?
the save or something.
With your 11, you just barely manage to hold your feet as you place a hand upon the wall to steady yourself. You continue to run forward with your wide open gate, trying to catch some of these men before they catch their quarry, what would you like to do?
I'm going to ask you something complicated, only because of this roll that you just made me make.
Sure.
You said there's water on the ground.
Yeah.
Is there really water on the ground?
Sure. Yeah, there's like puddles of water.
Are they standing in the puddles of water?
I would say there's no water where the wall of fire is. But yeah, there's puddles.
Trying to electrocute them.
Yeah.
Water doesn't evaporate that quickly.
Yeah, it's still there. Come on.
Well, I mean, like where the wall of fire is, there isn't. But this guy, we'll say he's in a puddle.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's no fun if the puddle isn't by fire.
Okay, I am going to use my action to move 2 squares forward.
Okay, so you're going to action dash.
Yes.
That is going to put you sharing a space with Flora. We'll just know that intrinsically.
You can put him right in front of me.
I cannot do that. That is 30 feet, ma'am.
Whole nother
Yeah.
30 feet.
You can
We'll just
scoot
know that
me
you're
back.
sharing the space.
Yeah, scoot
We'll just
back.
know. Whenever you take your turn, we'll put Drazad there.
Technically, you're not sharing the space. You're just in front of her, but we can't represent that with a 30-foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-inch
Square,
grid.
Yeah.
The...
Get ready to do the same on my turn.
Huh.
Oh, boy.
Because I didn't forget that I have starlights.
Thanks for reminding me, guys. Because when I said it, all of you were like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you
I
could
don't
have
have
done that,
things like
Morgan.
that, so
I know.
I don't know.
What you got, Drazaddy?
I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Is old little sharp boy on the other side of the wall of fire still
He
chasing her?
is. I don't know that you can see through the wall of fire.
No, it's 60 feet. No, it's like 60
Yeah,
feet high or
it's
something crazy.
What is the
20
range
feet.
on
It's
spiritual
20
weapon
high.
as well?
60
It's
feet.
opaque.
Okay.
So
So,
where is 60 feet in
Hindsight.
front of me?
Wall of fire may not
1,
have
2,
been the
right
best
there. You can get right there.
Okay.
I mean, you
I
can
don't
drop
know.
30 feet away from that guy?
What?
Is the spiritual weapon 30 feet away from that guy?
No, it would be on him.
Okay.
It says that they end their turn, right?
Yeah.
What?
Within 10 feet.
Oh.
Did Lemurman end his turn within 10 feet of it?
Within 10 feet of the... Oh, sorry. He would have continued on. That was not my intent.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was trying to get extra damage on him.
I appreciate you.
And
They don't have to make a
then...
save when they go through it.
He was already in it.
No, they don't.
That's right.
Yeah, he just.
It's
powered
when they enter
through.
for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Okay, never mind.
This particular individual appears quite nimble and flexible as you go to swing your spiritual weapon, and they bend over backwards, kind of catching them with the palm of their hand before thrusting themselves back up.
Okay. All right, that is everything Drazad could do.
Okay. We now move to one of the other bandits. We're going to have this guy on the side take a longbow to you. Once again, I think it's going to be... What is the range on this longbow? 150? Yeah, it can reach you. It's a matter of if it's going to go for Drazad or Odd. I think it's going to go for you, Drazad.
It didn't really fly.
Does a
Calling down the pilot on the
22
ship.
hit?
Yes. That's the one up there shooting me?
This one.
Oh.
See, now,
Sorry, I
look
just
at
grabbed some random bandit minis, but
That's-
that guy has a longbow.
That's why he shot you. Because you were looking at the wrong one.
6 points of piercing damage. As you're distracted by the casting of your spell, the flames licking up all around you, you barely hear the arrow before you feel the pain in your abdomen.
It hit?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it was a 22.
With that, Valoth, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Okay. Question before I start. I have to roll first, right?
Yes. Thank you,
And then
thank
I
you,
have a
thank you.
question.
I will continue to forget that.
9.
Because
Okay.
you didn't
So
print
many
out-
9s.
It's because you didn't print out 5, so you have the same little paper.
Valoth, as you round a corner, the little girl actually darts through a open door, and you hear the clattering of pots and pans as Thrallin's men now rush through. You round the corner and you see a line cook with a hot pan as they slip on some of the grease on the ground, shoved over by Thrallin's men. The pan goes hurtling towards you. You need to make a dex save.
I'm going to take a 3 in the chat. On top of what I rolled. I don't know if it was good enough, but I want to
said
be
it
certain.
wrong.
Sure.
Use reaction. 17 total.
Okay, so you save just as the pot comes flying by you. You actually use a bit of your own magic to deflect it and have it carry on through the back of the door. Whatever dish they were cooking spills out onto the street as the half-orc cook kind of gives you a "Ugh!" and you rush through the kitchen before they can make sense of anything you've done. You have your full turn. What would you like to do?
So you said she's 180 feet from us.
Roughly. She has not taken her turn yet.
Yes, I know.
But yeah.
So if I were to move 2 spaces, she would be within message range.
She was 180 from the front line.
son
You were
of
at the back.
bitch.
Actually.
That's
Sorry,
what I was afraid
that's
of.
just the that's just the
I know
truth,
that's what I was
yeah.
afraid of.
It's 210.
Okay. So instead, before I do anything... God. Okay. I've got...
He's the worst, isn't he? Yeah.
He is. I just am suspecting that we're gonna... It's a game of resource management. It's because I can get her out of there like it's nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, I know.
Because I can dimension door 500 feet
Yeah.
right fucking next to her, then grab her and dimension door again. But then there's my 2 4th level spells. I can't do it in the same turn, but you know what I mean? Like I'd be there on the next
Sure.
turn to get her out.
But you have to be able to see, right?
No, dimension door. You pick a direction and a distance, and you go there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, I mean, you could do that.
I am going to ask Flora. There's no one else behind the fire who's going to get hit by it, right? I'm going to say...
That guy.
There's one bad guy.
And the 2 people up top. Or 1 person up top is behind it, I think.
You don't have to do it.
They were in it whenever you cast it.
Yeah, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to ask.
Can I drop it?
He wouldn't even ask because we're in the heat of the moment running. He would just say, drop the fire. And he's running. So I'm going to move my 30 feet forward.
Okay.
And then I'm going to yell in Draconic at her. Child, you remember us. If you can get to me, we can get you out of here.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I had her drop the fire so she could see us.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
It's
can
a
drop
long
it.
distance. The reason I'm giving you disadvantage is
Yeah.
because it's a noisy environment, lots of shouting.
Yeah.
I don't know if she heard you.
I know. The question is, do I roll or do I just
Okay,
take
so
my
I
board?
can just drop concentration.
Yeah, it's a free action to
Okay.
just
I'll
drop.
do that.
Wall of fire is no more.
Because I want her to be
The
able
one
to
time I had a
see
good
us.
usage of
That's
it.
okay.
It was fine.
No,
I
it
mean,
was-
you
it
got
was
some
good.
mileage
I
out
was
of it.
about to start
And again, you don't.
chucking people into it. Like,
And again, you didn't have.
Sorry.
You didn't
That's
have
okay.
to.
You did good damage.
That was me. This is
I
what
know,
Valif
I-
is requesting so that she can see us.
Yeah.
Do I roll or do I just take my portent? Ah!
What is your portent?
It's a
What did there
17,
go?
We have
But
a nat 20 in the chat too.
I already used my reaction. I've got luckies. Oh, disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
The one in that one?
I'm gonna have to lucky that.
yeah,
Fuck.
Should've taken
lucky it again.
I can't take anything. I used my
that.
reaction.
I'm saying you should have taken your portent.
Oh,
like
my
I
portent.
said.
Yeah.
So as you shout, just even from your position, you can hear your voice being drowned out by the noise around you. Sorry, I didn't wait for the total of the roll. I can see it's low.
No, it's well. I don't even remember what you told me to roll.
Yeah. Persuasion, but
Oh, fuck. It's a 4. I have a +1.
you do still have your action. I'm not going to count that as an
Yeah,
action.
no, I know. And my
That's sort of a
bonus action.
free action. What you just did.
Do any of them look like they heard me?
We'll say that maybe the guard at the rear heard you, but they're not.
Do they know Draconic?
Rear.
You're right.
They would not know Draconic. No.
Cool.
You know that they don't know.
I mean, like, yeah. Was it recognition, or were they just like? What
They
the
look
fuck is this
back
guy
to
like?
hear you,
Yeah.
like they hear you shouting in some language they don't understand.
Yeah.
But they continue with what they're doing. They're
They
rushing
turn around
ahead.
and look back at him. Do we recognize them?
Do we-
That's all.
just, resource management. God
Mhm.
dang it.
I know.
Got to make the call.
Yeah. I'm gonna Starlight Step.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action dash too. So I'm going to be in front of Odd.
You rush ahead.
But I'm not posing as a threat. Yeah.
Odd, as you go full steam ahead, you actually see stars begin to appear in front of you. You think it's like some weird dust at first when suddenly Valoth appears and he's running ahead of you. His sort of slightly more frail, less athletic wizard form
Trying.
outperforming even you.
Oh, I'm not associating myself with you guys. You guys have drawn attention from them. Yeah.
So it's now going to be this guy's turn.
Squishy. I don't want them to know that, that I'm an enemy yet.
Seeing that you jumped out in front of Odd, he's gonna make an attack on you.
Oh, now.
Oh, but I'm trying to help.
I'm
They
not
said catch
associate-
the girl.
I'm not associated with y'all.
Don't tell me what the roll is. Oh fuck, no, that's not a bad roll.
In fairness, you did just speak Draconic.
Yeah, but they don't know that she's a dragon, or we don't know that she.
Do you want to know?
That's fair.
You gonna portent it?
Just tell me.
Okay, it's an 11.
That misses.
Yeah, that does miss. As he fires his longbow, it goes wide, and you're not able to. They're not able to find purchase on you, but they do take the chance to use their movement to close on their allies. The other one is still incapacitated. They did not take damage yet,
So no actions.
so no action. And we go back to the top. Odd.
How far are the people above us from us?
Let's
Give or
see.
take.
30, 60, 90, about 120 to this person.
God, that's so far.
30, 60, 90, about 120 to the other.
Oh, that's so far.
Yep.
Okay.
Ship combat all over again.
Yeah, no.
Roll your d20.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. Thanks for reminding me. 14.
Okay. One of Thrallin's men running ahead of you actually trips into a bramble bush before they send themselves propelling forward, so they don't take very much
brambled.
damage from it. A bunch of razor sharp bits of plant life scatter across the ground where you're running. I need you to make a acrobatics check.
Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. As the poison, the stinging brambles scatter across the ground, you actually, in stride, run up the side of one of the walls and then kick off of it to give yourself a little bit of extra distance, clearing the hazard as you continue forward.
So I'm gonna be kind of boring this time and just move up. I'm gonna move up my 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna position you here.
And then I'm just going to make some spears and huck it at the wizard that was throwing fireballs down on us.
He was shooting you. But
It was a longbow.
It was a what?
long
Longbow.
bolt. Like from a crossbow.
Oh, you
Crossbow.
said a
This
bolt.
this one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bolt. Crossbow bolt. So yeah, you're within 90 feet. Make your attack rolls.
Okay. That's gonna be
What's gonna work?
19.
19 definitely hits. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll damage.
7 points of damage.
Okay. That 7 is actually enough to do it. They were already damaged
Ooh.
by the fire before. As your spear flies through the air and finds purchase, it disappears in a smatter of green energy that sort of disperses across their chest as they're sent flying back.
Then I'll take the other one and huck it at the other guy on top of the wall.
I don't.
120.
If he was
120. Yeah,
if he was 120.
you're good. You're good. Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking it was 90.
For more than what I just rolled before, that's a 23. Yep.
Okay. 23 definitely hits.
Okay. 4.
Okay. 4 is not enough to do it.
So Odd's running as fast as he can. He summons his spectral spears and he just like throws one without looking at this guy, and then the second one he aims harder and actually hits the guy. Yeah. Exactly.
With that, we're now going to move on to
Dan,
This one's turn.
I'll give Drazad. I'll give Drazad a wink and give you a bardic. Don't forget to use your bardics instead of like
It's a
taking some of the
D6.
D8.
Yeah.
Use your bardics for your saves and stuff.
So the person you just shot was actually the person next in the initiative. So Flora, it is actually your go. What are you doing? Rolling a d20 is what you're doing. I remembered. Can't catch me.
Damn.
6.
We-
Oh,
we've
hey, I
had
had
that.
that one.
Well, what'd you
You
have to
slip
do?
in a pool of water. You fell in another puddle.
Oh no.
The girl ahead of you slips into an extremely narrow alley that Thrallin's men begin to run around the side of. Thinking you might be able to catch a shortcut, you begin to squeeze through as well. I need you to make an acrobatics check to see if you can make it through without getting
You
stuck.
can roll a D8 to add to this.
Just one time?
Yep.
It's an 11.
Okay. Your 11 is just barely not enough.
Oh, no.
And you become stuck for the round. You can't move. You're basically restrained until the end of the round. You still have your action.
And your
Your
bonus,
bonus
action.
action to Starlight Step.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
bonus action Starlight step myself out of this.
Creative
There you go.
solutions will be rewarded, so you're able to starlight step 30 feet ahead. We'll say
Not
you're sharing.
Starlight step, but
It hurts
Yeah,
phrase
face
step.
step.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
Get it right.
You face step, and you're now sharing odd space, and you have your movement back because you're no longer stuck.
okay.
Aha.
So you can step in front of him even more if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I
Move in front.
move my 30 feet?
You can. I'm going to put you here.
Great. And now, how far away am I from people?
You are 60 feet away from the nearest enemy.
So then I would be 90 feet from the next two.
Yes, correct. I think you're about 90 feet from everyone else.
Not the girl, though.
Not the girl, no. The girl, you would be about... Oh, she actually
From everyone else, Alex.
didn't move that dash. So now she moved.
So to gain on her, we have to move 3 spaces.
Yeah, I mean, she's dashing too.
Yeah.
She's not slow.
If I'm gonna call out to
That's
Vala.
IVM. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate you. Sorry I cut you off there, Flora.
That's
but
okay.
I saw our new friend
She
come in
can't
chat
stand
and
on the grid.
drop a bit of hot gifty in there.
Moved her too.
I'm
That sounds
going
terrible,
to-
but I really appreciate it.
I'm going to call out to Valoth and say, I dropped the wall of fire, but now I'm going to make the earth shake. And then I'm casting Erupt Earth in
Okay.
front of those 3.
Okay, and the range on that is acceptable.
120.
What did
Yeah.
you,
So you
What's the
actually are
area?
going to catch 2 of them in the erupting earth, right?
It's 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. So if I cast it at 120, it'll go to 140, right? The cube.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I would allow you to catch the front 2 in the same one.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
What's the save, Dex?
Dex.
They're both going to fail. I don't even need to look at the modifiers. That's a 3 and a 1.
All right.
You just roll max or something?
Almost. I rolled a 12, 11, and 3.
Okay.
No, 5. So
I just saw the 12 and 11.
13 plus 23 plus 5, 28.
Okay.
28 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's difficult terrain.
Heck yeah, brother.
So the porcupine folk that hasn't gotten to go yet, they've been stupefied, is now shaken awake by your erupt earth, but they are instantly shaken into a coma. So they're down, as well as
shaking baby syndrome?
Awful.
Terrible.
the other individual
In
next to
Pride
them,
Month.
the lemur folk. Both of them are
So
knocked
now-
to the ground by erupt earth, and it does not look like they're moving.
So now it's difficult terrain, but you can get to her with the dimension door.
I already could.
I know.
Don't use it.
But I'm helping you more.
So
You're welcome.
Drazad, roll that d20 for me.
I'll start with the dramatic and then her. 19.
Okay.
Hey.
I
A new
summon
one.
a dragon.
One of Thrallin's men is rushing through the street and not looking where they're going, looking back at the earth tremor that has just knocked out a couple of his comrades. He now brings his eyes back front just in time to see a man wheeling a cart with a caged animal in the back of it. He rams the cage at full speed. The animal falls out, and an owlbear, a baby owlbear, takes to the streets. I need you to make a dex save or get slashed by this thing.
Oh no.
You have a bark?
You do have a bardic.
Oh, yeah.
Don't waste it on that.
That ain't going to help.
You have a reaction.
That's right. That's right.
15.
Okay. Your 15 is enough to just barely dodge the claws of this owlbear as it lashes out wildly against you and the surrounding crowd, but you don't have time to take care of this now. You continue forward. What would you like to do with your turn?
You did not have to be so rude to me. I did not do anything.
Wow, rude.
Yeah.
Ooh, beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, I'll move my full 30 feet up. Just
Okay.
Why not?
Sharing odd space.
Period.
Getting a little crowded.
He's within 120 feet of us, right?
He was with an
Yeah.
odds.
Yeah,
Can't
he
move.
is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm cast guiding bolt.
Bang, bang.
Okay.
Bang, bang, bang.
Does a 23 hit?
A 23 definitely hits.
Slay.
Roll your dabblage.
Slay.
That sounds like he's gonna be dead.
16.
In a flash, a bolt erupts from Drazad's palm as he moves swiftly through the street. The bolt is so bright that it actually rivals the sun, especially under the leaves of this canopy of trees. Before you know it, the bandit is driven back, falling to the ground and tumbling over the side of the stone structures that line the streets.
You are not going to hurt my friend. Granted, she did not talk to me, but...
Are you doing anything else? You just did your movement and then guiding bolt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Guiding bolt?
believe that's everything.
Oh, I said guiding bolt.
I know, it just sounded like guidey bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Guidey bolt, guidey bolt.
How... Did old boy move away from my spiritual weapon?
Yeah, he did.
How far?
30 feet.
They don't get opportunity. Shit.
No, I know. Spiritual weapon's
you
just
move
dumb.
it?
Yeah, 20 feet.
Yeah, but he said we
And
round up.
yeah, but
to
it rounds
30,
up to
so
30.
It does
Oh!
Yeah.
Period.
Read the rules.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking that like
It
spiritual
didn't say
weapon.
that specifically.
In front of you.
It literally does.
It says your movement
Yup,
speed
yup,
will be
yup,
rounded to the nearest,
yup.
not your movement speed and your summons.
Yup.
Okay,
I'm
but
fine, I'm
whatever.
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up, and
Yeah.
I'll use it to hit him
Okay.
too. Because it's a bonus action to do that.
Absolutely.
And I think it's still a nat 20.
Hell yeah!
Crit.
Definitely gonna hit. There's the crit right there.
Where is what is it? 1d8. It's 5. Hey,
Or you could roll one and double it.
that's true.
Roll a second one. Here.
11.
Okay, 11 points of damage slam into this individual.
Force damage if it matters.
Yeah, as they are driven out of the street itself, slamming into
Forcefully.
the wall. I imagine it's still a mace that you carry. Basically, the bludgeoning damage, it's force, I know, drives them into the wall as you see them cough up blood and then sort of crumple onto the ground there. Thank you, I couldn't find that word.
You're good.
We told you all to stay down. I mean,
How many are left? Just one left?
Just,
Or two? I can't see over
there's
there.
none that
That
you
was
can
it.
see.
Oh.
Valith, what would you like to do?
Oh, that we can see.
Roll a dice first.
We're gonna see more.
3. Fuck you, dice. You're going away.
Well, I mean,
I know this doesn't matter, but it's still rolling low.
as you try to follow the little girl, now that most of the obstacles are out of your way, she darts into a forest, not knowing that the way is cleared behind her. Basically a small park, and there's a lot of underbrush there. I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check to get past the brush unhindered.
You know, I've got to be honest. This little girl starting
all
to
of
just
them
get
suck.
annoying.
I'm gonna pick
It's happening.
acrobatics, and I'm gonna take a plus from the chat.
There goes the reaction.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat. You make our day every
These
day.
t-shirts that just say
13.
thanks, chat. Or I use my reaction.
Your
to roll my
13
eyes.
is enough, as you you said acrobatics.
Yeah.
You leap over the bushes that you see, landing nimbly on one foot before taking another jump. It looks like you're doing sort of a long jump stride, and you make it through. What would you like to do with your turn?
So, math. She was within 120 at the end of my last turn.
Yeah,
She
back at 180.
ran dashed, so she's back at 180. Okay. I'm gonna move my 30.
Brain
Okay.
Not brain.
Sharing a space with Flora.
You're at
I'm
150.
gonna yell again.
Okay.
In Draconic. They're all gone. It's just us, and we are here to help us. I know you remember us.
Give me
Trying
that.
to help us or help you?
Give me that persuasion check. It'll still be at disadvantage. It's from a pretty long way off.
Did you want to say help us or help you?
What?
You said we're just trying to help us.
Yeah, help her.
Okay.
I knew what you meant.
Same
was
decision
wondering.
as always.
We're just trying to help ourselves here.
I'm gonna take
Help me
my
help myself.
portent. It's a 17 on the dice
Blade.
for 18 total because I have a +1 to persuasion.
Okay. She does hear you. And she does slow her jaunt to a standstill as she looks back at you, and you see a flash of recognition run across her face.
Then I'm gonna yell again. If you get to me, I can get you away.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna action dash.
Got it.
I'm gonna save my starlight step.
Pretty. You gotta wait, pups.
And I'm gonna, as I'm sprinting, I'm gonna glance behind me. Are there people coming up behind us?
No perception check necessary. You see a couple more bandits making their way
Downtown.
towards you.
Literally, they are making their way downtown.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I will have you make a perception check anyway.
This is my big boy.
That is a. I rolled down by instinct. 16.
Okay. Looking out ahead, just after seeing the look of recognition across the girl's face, you see a look of fear run across as she's now clear of these walls. There are a couple more individuals closing in. Girl!
On the other way.
On the other side.
This
Somebody
is
help
rude.
me.
It's Pride Month, Alex. How dare you?
You might have to put him on top, like in the middle of the bridge.
Okay. So her eyes are like darting back and forth, and it looks like she's gonna run this way.
Well, I'm gonna say, come to me. I can get you away from them.
Okay.
This little girl is getting on Drazad's nerves.
Dude, yeah, if she turns, I'm gonna kill her myself.
Oh, jeez.
With that, it is actually their turns.
500 feet is 17 squares.
Is that how far she is?
No, that's how far Dimension Door can take both of us if she comes to me. Yeah, but I don't want to use it to get to her and leave. If I just use
Nice.
to leave.
Nice. You put them on the angle.
Yeah, but that's gonna save a
Yeah.
lot of our other spells. Like, how many spells have you cast already? You know what I mean? Like it'll save a lot in the long
They are
run.
not going to attack.
One.
They're not attacking the little
They
girl at
double
least.
moved, huh? Look like,
Yeah, they action dashed.
yeah.
So we come back to Odd's turn. Go ahead and roll your d20.
Okay. 13.
Okay. A small stream is blocking your path, and there doesn't appear to be a bridge to cross it. You need to make a strength or athletics check to swim across, or acrobatics to jump across.
Ooh, I have a swim speed.
You do.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage if you choose to swim across.
Okay, yeah.
That's a big sigh, buddy.
19 on the dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dive into the water and almost dolphin-like. Basically, when you resurface, you out the other side, and you're still running in full gait. So, what would you like to do?
Flipper?
No, the
Free Willy.
Swiss Army Man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I love
We ride him in
That's
the
a
water.
reference. Yeah. So what would you like to do with your turn?
I love how Daniel Radcliffe has fuck you money, so he plays
just do
the
it.
most obscene,
I love
strange
Daniel
roles.
Radcliffe.
I know.
He's one of the
like-
few like child celebrities that I think turned out really well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Which ones have turned
how
out
close are the
bad,
guys
Alex?
behind us? I feel like I have not moved at all in this.
Yeah. 90 feet.
And there's just two of them running up behind us?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything good.
I know. I don't get an energy drink after this too. I have to stay up tonight.
Oh no, I just don't have anything to do.
I have to.
There,
Can't throw some more spears?
I can throw some more spears. Yeah, I'm gonna run 30 feet up,
Okay.
and yeah. Oh wait. Hold on a second. That cart next to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
What's in that cart?
Looks to be textiles and maybe a bit of food, grain.
If I hit the cart with like a spear, and that stuff comes rolling out, would that potentially like? Do I think it's like stuff that would slow them up?
You could make difficult terrain right there, and it would slow them a little.
Uh-huh.
It would definitely slow more people coming a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and hit that cart first.
Okay. Make an attack roll. The DC is going to be very low.
Yep.
AC is going to be very low.
14 dice plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you smash into the cart. One of the wheels comes off, and as it dumps over, a large amount of grain spills out across the way, as well as a few fruits. And as they are running across them, some of the fruits smash under toe, but a couple of them are hard enough that they begin to slip and trip over them, clambering over
This
themselves.
is all gonna be like really in a crazy like scenario. Are the people oppressed? Like,
Are they oppressed?
The common people here?
I don't
Are
think
they
so.
belagged and like? Are they hungry?
Make
and,
an
like,
insight check. I would say with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just because you haven't been, you're in the midst of combat.
Well,
now.
I meant like as a like.
yeah, just as a whole.
As been, not like I don't know, an 8.
Yeah,
Insight?
not sure.
I like that
Okay.
you guesses.
The people
on
that
a-
you've talked to seem like
Then
happy
as a
enough.
free action, I'm gonna be like, free food!
Okay.
And like yell
Yeah.
to the crowd to try
Yeah.
and get more people to come in.
Somebody
Nice.
did throw a pot
And
of
then-
food on the ground a minute ago. There is food.
You know, I knocked a bunch of food on the floor.
You see a couple more rat people.
Yeah. That's what we need.
I'm just looking for anything on the other side of the street.
Yeah, this card
Um,
is gone. Or
And
rather,
then I'll chuck my
dumped
other
over.
I'll chuck my other spear at the one on this side.
okay.
Yeah. I'd say 20. A
That-
dirty 20.
That will definitely hit.
Yes. Okay. And he's gonna take 6 points of force damage.
Okay. As the
And-
spear drives into him, his feet actually slide across the grain as he's driven back a little bit. But he looks up, ready to continue chasing after you. He hasn't
then,
finished turn.
I will give Valoth a wink.
Okay. Wink.
Thank you.
Flora,
Stop flirting.
it is
You know,
your
you're the
go.
only one who said thank you, Valoth. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Nobody else said thank you.
I think I said thank you. I will.
I'll give you this one.
Can I dash? So I'll move 60,
Yeah.
and
I don't
then
know.
bonus
Put one up
action,
somewhere.
Misty
Yeah,
Step,
I know you
another
use it.
30.
So 90. Yep.
3,
One,
6, 9.
2,
Damn, she's
3.
fine.
And you still have your action, but you do need to
No,
roll
I
your
used dash.
d20. Oh yeah, you
Dash
need to roll
is
your
my
d20.
Oh,
We forgot to
sorry.
do that.
3.
I rolled that one.
Yeah, he's
A loose
changing them up.
cobblestone threatens to topple you to the ground as you lose your balance. Make a dex save.
Wait.
Why'd you roll that twice?
Because I thought that I was playing a different character. Sorry. 14, 15.
Okay. Yeah, you make it so everything happens as normal.
Okay.
You're able to keep your footing as the loose cobblestone goes skittering off down the walkway.
One of the characters I played recently has advantage on save she can see.
Did you
So-
move me 30 feet up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just moved a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
no, I didn't because you did the other
Drazad's
stuff
standing
first.
right there.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, good.
Where he was.
Just making sure.
And Drazad, it's your turn.
You're about to disappear again?
I'm back, baby. Well, I guess Flora's gonna handle the little girl in front of us since she's running away. Drazad is going to, let's go ahead and move my spiritual weapon back closer to me.
Okay, I can put it here.
Thank you. And which one has damage done to them of those two?
This one.
Okay, the one on the left, we're gonna do. No, I'm sorry. The one on the right, let's do Sacred Flame. Can you
Okay.
make me a dexterity save, please?
Yep. As you cast a radiant light from your palm, they are
It's gonna fail.
16 is the save they rolled. As the radiant bolt goes wide, clattering onto the old stone walls, casting a bit of light into this darkened alleyway.
Not fair.
Are you doing anything else? Valath, you're on deck. Or rather, sorry, after this other person.
No, sir.
Okay. We now move to these two enemies' turns from the back. One is going to take a crossbow to you, Drazad. The other's going to take a longbow towards Odd.
Bring it. Drazad is not scared.
Drazad, you are getting hit by a nat 20.
Oh no.
And Valoth, a 17 on the dice
Oh.
before I add.
Add hits.
Uh,
Wait, it was
guess-
me?
Sorry, Odd.
Oh no, that doesn't hit.
17 plus 4, so
Yes,
21.
that hits. That hits.
It's been a long time since something has hit
Yeah.
odd.
I know.
Honestly.
We're
What are
all
you talking
surprised.
about? I got down to like 20 hit points last combat. It's like getting beat to shit.
You're
by
going to take
everybody.
7 points of piercing damage, Odd.
Okay.
And
There's a
Drazad,
lot more saves than
you're
last
going to take 16 points of piercing damage as that critical finds a weak spot, a kink in your armor, so to speak.
My mithril has no.
Yeah.
There's no chink.
Valoth, it is your go. What would you like to do?
one. How far is she? She already took her turn and moved and all that stuff?
She did not move on her last turn because you halted her, so she stayed there.
Okay. Is she still looking like she's darting, or is she going to come towards us?
She goes at the top of the round.
I know, but is she still like looking at the sides, or is she going to come towards us?
Make an insight check.
He ain't telling you.
I did tell you that she's going to dart down an alleyway.
22.
You get the sense that she is trusting of you all, but she sees the other people behind you, and she feels the others like breathing down her neck. She's not sure if she can outrun them.
Yeah.
She looks like she's going to dart the other way.
I'm going to yell at her in Draconic again. I'm going to do a quick sweep. Any of these people Dragonborns?
No,
Okay.
none of them are
I'm going to
dragon.
yell Draconic to her. I can teleport both of us, but you need to be here.
Okay.
Does she look any...
Make another persuasion check. This one can be a straight roll.
This little girl is testing. Testing some
Use my
patience.
reaction
Help
yet. So I'm going to...
Don't forget about
Make-
Bardic.
Yeah, you got to
Oh. Well...
Max.
12.
12 total?
What did you roll?
I have a +1.
Okay.
What did you roll on your D8?
A 5.
Oh.
What are you doing on your turn?
What is she?
She's not reacting immediately.
Shit, bruh.
You're not sure if that's set in on her or not.
Shit, bro.
Shit, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna how far are
Come on,
those
man.
guys away from me?
From you, that would be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 30, 270 from you.
Okay.
People behind me are within 120 or no? Did I put myself like right in the middle where I can't reach anybody?
Yeah, they'd be 150 from you.
Cool.
And I would say hold your action to fire on them when they get in range, but you used your
running.
reaction, right?
Oh yeah. I just used my reaction. No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I used my bardic.
Yeah, so you could do that if you want.
Nah. I'm gonna run up
Okay,
and
so 30 feet.
Starlight step, bonus action, or an action dash.
Look, we'll put you here. But you leapfrogged Morgan, basically.
Yeah.
Whoop. And I'm gonna tell her again. I'm not even gonna tell her. I'm gonna like reach out my hand, like take my hand.
Okay.
Take my hand.
At the end of the round, the two behind.
It uses your action to hold an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
that
you
makes
can't
sense.
hold an
No,
action
no.
if you don't have an action.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't know. Yeah, that makes sense.
I was thinking of the concentration.
I don't know why, because it uses your reaction. Anyway.
These two are going to run up on her. And in response, she is going to rush forward as well. They are breathing down her neck, but she is rushing towards you now.
Oh, thank God.
She wasn't going to until you got as close as you did.
Well, I figured if she ran away, I was gonna have to chase her down again, so that's why I got as close as I did.
So, on the girl's turn, she rushes to you, Valoth. She is within arm's reach. She's right there in front of you. She doesn't say a word, as is typical, but you all are now encircled by these bandits, and you can hear more coming from around the way as more shouts begin to echo through Torvosa. You all begin to group up and prepare yourselves to take out your enemy at the choke points of each end of the alleyway. As suddenly you hear...
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god, no, there's like a super secret underground.
No, thralling. We hear like a growling or something.
No.
I don't know.
You hear growling in the living
Or
room.
something.
It's here.
Patrice, men. This girl is under my care, as are the others that trail you. I thank you for returning them to me.
You see the men, the ones behind you that had been closing at your back, now turn to face the source of this voice. As you see a grayish purple fish person with long tendrils like whiskers that drift over the edge of each lip and down well past her shoulders. She wears an assortment of colorful furs with wood and bone accents as buttons and jewelry. And for all her elegance, her webbed feet flop unceremoniously as she walks and leaves a slight trail of slime behind her.
As I said, at ease.
Do I know this woman or no?
Make a history check.
It's a trap.
Can I make a perception check? I'm assuming.
Not 20.
Oh, yeah.
You were positive that you don't know this person.
Great.
Nice.
A waste of a nut.
No, I mean, you know you
know.
don't.
I know.
Do I notice if she has any religious icons of Tethys on her?
Ooh, make an investigation check.
21.
She has a number of different symbols and medallions mixed into her clothing, but you don't see one that resembles any symbol of Tethys that you saw.
Okay.
As I said, they're under my care. You can leave them with me.
You heard
I
the woman?
appreciate you bringing them to me.
A couple of the men place like their blades on their shoulders.
Whatever. Just see she doesn't cause any more trouble near the center of town. It's for her own good.
They begin to retreat calmly. This crisis has been averted.
Do they know she's a dragon?
Obviously not.
The fishwoman now approaches the four of you.
Thank you for helping this one. Where did you get that necklace?
Who are you?
I asked first.
And we saved the girl first.
I'm gonna ask her, the girl. Do you know this woman? And I'm gonna kind of like step between her and or just the two of them.
Where did you get that necklace?
Can I cast a spell? Like, am I behind her?
She's facing all of you.
Like, can I, like, as she's moving up on Flora, kind of get, like, out of her peripheral and cast a spell?
Sure, what are you casting?
What am I casting?
Fireball.
Detect thoughts.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Counterspell.
Oh, from her?
Definitely.
Oh,
Where
do I see her
did
do
you
that?
get that necklace?
Do I see her do that though?
Sorry, do you know this necklace?
She's gotta make,
I do.
Not necessarily.
I do too.
because I could counter her counter. I don't know what he's doing.
So then maybe you know
If she's
who
a
I am.
warcaster, she
Not
doesn't
worth
have
it.
to.
I had a feeling.
Who are you?
A friend.
Of who?
The necklace?
We should go somewhere private.
How do I know that I should trust you?
You can't. But you must.
Insight check. Fritz's food bowl is empty, can you tell?
Yeah.
Nat 20, I'm taking it.
Nice.
I was going to say, okay.
She seems defensive, secretive for a reason.
Do you want
In-
my total?
Mhm.
28.
Ooh.
You gather that she doesn't want to reveal where her allegiances lie within the city.
Okay.
And that you put together that she wouldn't have stopped what was happening if she was on Throlin's side.
Okay. Where should we go?
Follow me. And she begins to waddle past you as she places a hand on the girl's head and rustles the tuft of hair.
I'm gonna
If she says walk
Look
this
at-
way, I waddle too.
I'm gonna look at Valoth and like whisper enough to where like random passersby won't hear me, but I'm telling you to let the girl know that we can trust her.
Well, what I was gonna do is lean down to
Whisper.
the girl in Draconic and say, "We're going with her, but stay near me. If things go bad, I can get you out."
Cool.
Do you want me to piggyback carry you? Ask her if she wants a piggyback ride.
No, she doesn't.
So the five of you now follow this strange woman through Torvosa and then to the outskirts of it, back into the woods south.
Damn, I should use
A
more
bit of
spells.
tension has been released from your heart at knowing that the young girl is at least in your care now. But the clock still ticks as whatever foul machinations are occurring at the center of town, you aim to thwart in earnest. And that is where we will end our session for tonight. Thank you, everyone, so much for hanging out with us during this kind of wild session. We had a chase scene.
Yeah.
We had lots of gifties. We had the threat of chaos occurring, but not really chaos. Who knows what's going to happen next time?
Yeah, I'm almost worried that
Yeah.
it didn't happen this time.
As always, check out our friends over at Tabletop Beard. Use code CHAOS20 at checkout to get 20% off of some amazing beard care products that are themed to your tabletop lifestyle. And do catch us next week. We're going to be running a special new campaign set at the same time as this event in the world. I'll leave the rest for you to discover later, but until then, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye.